Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream, man. Hopefully you guys are all well. Do me a favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. We are back with a Friday Waffle show. Martin hopefully will be joining us shortly. I'm sorry to say, mate, yeah. I'm sorry to say. This is just a joke, mate. Yeah, I can't lie, mate. I'm getting to end the season. Do you know what I mean? End the season. This is an absolute joke, mate. An absolute joke. Yeah. For those that don't know, yeah, you probably know for the title of the stream, yeah. But Dias is now injured. He's now injured. He's another one that's injured. 4 weeks. 4 weeks he's now injured for. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at the club with the training, with the medical staff, with the physio, with the nutrition, the hydration. I don't know what is going on. Yeah. But this is not right, mate. This is not another injury to Dias.
Yeah.
We're cooked, man.
We've got Stones and Akanji back, so that's good news. How long them two last?
Stones! He's talking about injuries. He's talking about Stones. Oh, great. He'll play 40 minutes tomorrow before he goes down. Brilliant.
Yeah, well, hopefully, oh God, hopefully not. But we're again forced into a back four. I think we can pretty much predict it. Although Rico Walker thing's probably up for grabs, but the rest picks itself. Yet again, we are the unluckiest team in the Premier or any bloody league this season, certainly for injuries. So it's just been one of them seasons, and now we face one of our toughest away games of the season with all these problems, and it was just looking good. Yesterday, I tweeted out saying, Rodri, we know about. Bob, we know about next month probably. And who's the other one? Ake, hopefully back in the next week or two, whenever. And that was it. Yesterday, that was it. And it was like, compared to what we've had, that's good. Stones Akanji coming back. We're looking good. And then bang, Edison might be out tomorrow, which to be fair, most will probably say they're not that bothered about at the moment, I think. And then the big one, Diaz out for the rest of the month, which he's been our best player, to be honest. He's been one of the very few shining lights, or whatever you want to say. I can't remember the phrase. So, well, yeah, it's tough, mate. But if hopefully Stones and Akanji are fit. Apparently they're feeling good and ready to go. So that's our best hope. They're both top
players. Are we back in this situation where players come back from an injury, isn't really fit, but we've got a player because we've got all the players, which means they'll then get injured. We spoke about this vicious circle, this vicious cycle, because of the injuries, yeah? Because we should have signed another player in the summer, signed another defender, yeah? We're now in this situation where we just keep on getting... Player comes back from injury, but they're not properly fit. So then they get injured. And then the other guy comes back and then he gets injured. And it's like, yo, what the hell, man? Yeah. And this is because we don't have enough players, mate. And I've got to say, mate, like, this is on Pep and this is on Siki, mate. Not having enough players in this squad. So coming into this season with the squad that we did was ridiculous when we knew how many games we had. I mean, you seen the picture that Ruben Dias himself put up on his Instagram or whatever when he was sat there with the football calendar, and he said he tweeted it or Instagrammed it and said, "This is insane, the amount of matches we've got." And I can't believe that we didn't sign another defender. For me, that was so obvious that we needed another defender in the summer, and it's crazy, man. We didn't even need like a sick guy. We just needed another Akanji, another cheap option that we could just play. But yeah, listen, anyway, that's the news, guys, that's coming out from the press conference. He's now injured. He's out for 4 weeks. That's him done until the new year. Akanji is back, but is he actually fit? Yeah, I mean...
Well, apparently so. Chris Kirk brings up a good one there about why is Doyle out on loan. That's a good question. And why can't he be brought back if he doesn't? Look, I won't. I promise I won't go on about squad numbers because I don't want to hear myself, and I'm sure nobody else does again. But look, City have now been forced into this. They have been forced to go into the market in Jan. I've no sympathy for them if they've got to pay over the odds. It's tough shit. You're going to have to pay over the odds. Everyone's going to put 20, 30, even 40%. Tag that onto what they're actually worth because they know we are desperate as fuck right now. And that's the position we're in because of injuries and so on, and perhaps bad planning. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I was probably wrong last summer. Notice I said probably. I won't fully admit it. I'm too stubborn for that. that, perhaps we did need another one or two, and it certainly seems now that we're going to get another couple in. I think we'll end up with 2 more in Jan. That excludes if anyone goes. That excludes Echeverry. I think we'll add 2 more, and they are now, and I believe that they're looking at 4 players, and the budget is there. I think I was saying with you last night about that. It was around the sort of money that's available at City for this January, and they are after apparently 4 players. So that doesn't mean they'll get 4. That doesn't mean they'll spend the X amount of budget. It just means that's what they're planning for. That's what they're looking at. They need a defender. If they need a defender more than a striker, that's for damn sure, because we can swap and alternate things, and Oscar Bob coming back will be quite good for the alternate up front. But defence is a big problem because people cannot stay fit. It's getting ridiculous. Diaz is back injured. Stones has been injured for about 4 years now. Akanji's now suddenly getting injured every bloody week. Ake's injured all the time. Gvardiol every now and again he's out. Walker, apparently he's playing with an injury. What? Where does it stop? It's nuts. You see these other clubs, Arsenal and the Liverpool, they're in the media sulking, making sure all their little mates in the media spread the word that, we got Odegaard out. Oh, no, it's a crisis. Try bloody 10, 11 injuries and then come back crying, because you two have been a bottom pissing 3, which, to be fair, is where we might be if we carry on.
Oh, brilliant news as well, guys. Well, some people might actually like this. Edison is now injured as well, and he's a doubt for tomorrow. So that's another player. How did goalkeeper get injured, man?
I'm an Edison fanboy. I love him. Best keeper we've had. Adore the guy. His head's not there. I don't think he wants to be here. I don't think he will be here much longer. I think he'll be off in the summer. That's not because he's injured. If he's injured, he's injured. I don't know how the pissing hell he's got injured in training. Keepers do they do that much in training? I suppose you can get anything at any time, but it just seems a bit weird to me. I'm not so sure his head's in it, and I've said before, I would never drop Edison ever, but right now might be the first time where even if he was fit, I would be like, do you know what? I might drop him, because I don't think his head's in it at the moment. I think Ortega's the better man to start in goal, and he will be probably anyway. Edison may be available, apparently. He might be there.
I probably wouldn't play Edison anyway.
That's what I'm thinking.
I probably wouldn't, bro.
That's the first time I've ever said it, and I know you like him as much as I do. We both love him. He's amazing, but I don't think his head's there, mate. I really, really don't, and I think he wants out. It's not. I know it's a depressing one,
bro. You know what's mad about this whole situation? Yeah, if we won 1 game in 11, and still, I find a way to be more depressed every day. You get that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when are we gonna hit rock bottom, man? Everyone keeps on saying to me every week that goes by. People go, "Oh, it can't get any worse." LB, I'm like, fair enough. And then guess what happens? We lose. We lose again.
Worse.
We lose against United. We're winning with 5 minutes to go. We lose. We go to Villa. We all know we're losing tomorrow. Yeah, we're getting beat tomorrow. And then guess what happens? Edison's now injured and Diaz is now injured. Somehow, week by week, yeah, despite feeling that I'm at the lowest point I can be, I still find a new low.
It could, well, I really don't mean to want to go down this road, but I mean, it could get worse if these injuries continue. It's going to be difficult. Look, the worst case is things get worse. Players aren't quite fit. We've got 2 tough games. Villa and Everton. Everton just went to Arsenal and drew, and they weren't that stretched. Everton did quite well at Arsenal. So Everton are one of them teams that are shit to break down as well. They've just sit everybody there. Sean Dyche tactic, which is fair enough. I'm not criticising it. That's what I would do with that 11. But, you're not going to come to City and try and play football. Villa away is in the top sort of 3 or 4 tough games of the season. Everton at home is going to be tough anyway. We then got Leicester away, which, in all honesty, we should bloody well win that. But they've got a new manager. They're picking up a little bit, although they got battered by Newcastle. But they have been a bit better recently. So we got tough games. If we lose any more players, look, mate, we're all saying about Akanji.
Yeah.
We're all saying about him being back in Stones, and I'm hoping the word is true that they're feeling great and so on. Am I convinced? Not really. If one of them breaks down, you've got De Bruyne who's on the edge. He started the last 4 games. I'm always worried when he starts, like we all are, because you just never know. Kovacic is another one, by the way. Comes back, he's back out again. He's not now, by the way. He's fine. Doku, another one. Literally comes back, he's out 3 weeks. Again, he's okay at the moment. But you see one got Grealish, another one. How long's he gonna last? It's just it's like 15 of these players are bleeding injury prone, and some of them weren't injury prone before, and now suddenly they come to Man City, they're pissing injury prone again. It's just wild. And then of course we've got this 115 stuff, so it could get a lot worse if that doesn't go our way. So there's a lot to be. I know, I'm sorry, Matt, I am sorry, but can I go on the flip side to try and cheer you up, mate? Come on, Lewis, let me go on the flip side.
Go on, give it a go.
Oh, yes. Here we go. So, tomorrow, we're winning tomorrow. We're going to be 6 points off the top. Liverpool will shit the bed at Spurs on Sunday. We've got Kanji and Stones back. They are fully fit and firing. Everybody else
No, they're not fully fit and firing, though, Tone.
Yes.
They're not fully fit and firing. They are just not, bro. This is the problem. Like, they're not fully fit. And this is why we're in this situation, is because people keep getting injured, players keep coming back, and we keep saying, oh, we'll play them because they're fully fit. They're not fully fit. This is why they keep getting injured in the first place. Diaz was probably not fully fit, man. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think he was. Look, it's hard to know what to say, mate, because do I fully believe they are fully fit as per the word that's going around there? Oh, they feel great this week. They're back to it. Akanji and Stones, this is. Look, in all honesty, do I believe it? Probably not. But they're just going to have to step it up. You know, these players, some of them, you know, Knox and all this sort of stuff. Tough shit. Get on with it. You know, John Stones, I love John Stones, but get your ass on that bloody pitch. He's going to be starting tomorrow. And if you've got a few little problems, tough shit. You're going to have to stay on, mate, because we've got no one else. Unless his leg's fallen off, stay on. Even if you're pissing limping, that's with the position we're in with that back 4. That we're going to have to start playing players that literally are limping across the bleeding pitch now.
You know what? I'm get the kids in there. Get the kids in there, man. Get the academy players in there, mate. Yeah, I'd rather see some academy players. Like, I'm accepting the season's done anyway. I want to see some academy players, man. Get me like Kyle Samuel in there. Yeah, give me some of these academy Donnies in there. Give me Jacob Wright. Give me some Wilson, some Pusey football, man. Give me some. Who can we get in there? Yeah, give me the McAdoo break. Give me all these Donnies, yeah? Because, bro, we're getting cooked anyway. Oh, but we can't play the kids because we'll get beat if we play the kids. Get out of here, man. We've won 1 game in 11. It's hilarious. People are saying, start playing the academy players because if we play the academy players, we'll get beat. Oh, yeah, cool. We've not been getting beat in this run with Gundogan and Cole. Just play the kids, man. Who knows? You might step up on a gem.
I don't see it. I'll be honest. I don't. It may be Simpson at the back. Well, he's going to have to play. We're going to. The other case, of course, is if let's just say Stones is not quite ready and they're shitting it about playing him because of the position we're in, they might play Walker at centre back and Rico at right at Villa, which you may as well put your head under the pillow now. That's just a complete disaster waiting to happen at that point. I don't think, and I know people will whip me for this, but I don't think the youth is the answer. I don't know what it is at the moment. I wouldn't be someone was saying the other day, take out Gundo and Bernardo and put in Wright and O'Reilly. I can't go along with that.
Why? Can I ask you? Can I genuinely ask you a question? Why? Why can't we try O'Reilly? Why can't we try one of these guys, man?
One, maybe you can put one in, but this was a literally replace. Oh, and put McAtee in as well ahead of Foden or De Bruyne. So we had a midfield of O'Reilly, Wright, and McAtee. I mean, I get people are saying, well, we're losing anyway. You want to lose by more, play those 3. Because with the greatest of respect to those lads, none of them are good enough. And none of them are good enough right now.
How do you know that, though? Again, another genuine question. How do you know that none of them are good enough?
Pep's not playing them. If McAtee was good enough, he'd play. But why isn't that my
but
question?
the flip side on that is playing Kyle Walker. Is Kyle Walker good enough? Is Gundogan good enough?
Yeah, but that then shows to me the other side, because you're saying, oh, well, Walker's playing. Okay, during an injury crisis, Walker has played. The only game Walker has not played, by the way, was the one where we won 3-0 against Forest, funnily enough. But that to me says when we are desperate, Kyle Walker, who is playing abysmally, I'm sorry he is still playing. That tells me that McAtee, even during an injury crisis, is still not trusted at that level. So McAtee's played a couple of Carabao games. To me, didn't impress. He didn't do enough. Pep clearly agrees.
You can't judge him off that though, Tone.
But what do we have to judge him on?
You have to judge. You have to give them a go. You have to put them in the team and try them for the first team.
Right, okay.
Well, I was actually speaking about McAtee. I'm speaking more along like some of the academy players in defence. Give him some Pusey some more minutes. Maybe try like Kyle Samuel. Maybe put Nico O'Reilly in the midfield. Maybe try Jacob Wright at CDM. I actually wasn't thinking too much of James. I actually think James McAtee should have started months ago when we were dying for creativity in the team because Foden wasn't turning up and was injured and Kevin De Bruyne was injured. That's when I think McAtee should have been given a proper chance. But I don't actually want McAtee to play now because we've got De Bruyne and Foden. But why can't we try some of the other ones? Why can't we try Nico in the midfield? Why can't we try Jacob Wright in the midfield? Jacob Wright came on. Let me ask you a genuine question. Jacob Wright came on against Spurs in the Cup and he played well. You disagree with that?
No.
So why have we never seen him again then? Why have we never seen him again? When he played well, we all agree he played well in that against Spurs. I'm not saying he dropped a 10 out of 10, but there was promising signs from Jacob Wright when he come on against Spurs. Why have we never seen him again when one of our main problems has been in that CDM position? How slow it's been and bad. Why have we never seen it again?
Yeah, no, I get the argument. I'm sort of on board with it. But who are you taking him out for? If you play O'Reilly and Wright tomorrow,
take Gundogan out.
Are you saying play both O'Reilly and Wright?
I'm not saying play this guy or that guy or play both. I'm not saying anything. Yeah, what I'm saying is, why are we not seeing some of more of the academy players in the midfield? Why are we still going with these players who are letting us down and not good enough? And listen, they're letting us down and not good enough because they're too old and they can't get around the pitch anymore. That's not their fault. Why is Pep not giving a player the chance? Just give him a chance. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like nothing. What's that saying? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, or whatever it is. Just give it a go. If it doesn't work, if Jacob Wright plays tomorrow and he gets absolutely rinsed, no problem. We'll go back to Gundogan next week.
Okay, but let's say we play Kovacic, Foden and De Bruyne tomorrow. It's possible, right? Who's coming out for Jacob Wright? Who's coming out for Jacob Wright or O'Reilly? Because that is who they are up against at the moment. It's not just Gundo, and I'll be honest, I don't think Gundo's been that bad recently. I would actually say Bernardo's been far worse than Gundo. So you're not just up against that, mate. You're up against Foden can play in midfield, De Bruyne can play in midfield, and people say, "Oh, Foden's off form." So I'm sorry, we're dropping Foden for McAtee. No, absolutely not in a million years. That's just my view. Would I play O'Reilly or Wright ahead of Gundo tomorrow? No, definitely not. No, I just wouldn't. I just don't see it as the answer. I get what you're saying about it's shit anyway. What have we got to lose? I just can't.
What have we got to lose, bro? What have we got to lose? Seriously.
I'll be honest. I'd be more inclined if it was Bernardo, and if it was literally Bernardo starts or one of those lads, I would then be tempted to start one of those lads. But I don't think Gundo's been that bad recently, but I perhaps agree with Bernardo.
He's not been good enough, though. I agree he's probably got a little bit better in the last couple of weeks, but he's still not good enough. And that's it for me. It's like, bro, I just think that, like, at the end of the day, if the players are not performing, why don't you just give some of these academy players a go? And it's like, you've got nothing to lose. We won one game in 11. What's the issue? If we lose again, we lose again. And at least we can see some of these young players who've been at the football club since they were children, since they were kids. They developed through the system. You know what I mean? A lot of these players are probably now City fans. They probably go. A lot of these kids go to the academy players go to the away games and night. You see them in the away end, and do you know what I mean? And they love the club. And for me, I think that like you should just give it a go. And I think for me, O'Reilly's one that I thought he was really good in pre-season. I thought he was really calm on the ball. He's physical, he's tall, he's strong.
Okay.
And I think he should be given a go. And the fact that we've never seen him, I just get a bit confused, Tone, because we get these mixed messages. You know, Pep comes out about McAtee and says, need him to stay. I need him for these moments. And he played 2 minutes of Premier League football. You know, we see Nico O'Reilly play all these games in pre-season, do pretty good. Yeah. And then we never see him again. And it's just kind of like, I don't get it. I don't understand why is he not trying some of these players? And I just think you've got nothing to lose personally. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. We'll go through the starting 11 in a second, guys. But
I'd just say I wouldn't start Gundo or Burn tomorrow. I'd have Foden in there with. I tell you what, Grealish is fit. You know what I mean? We've got Foden, De Bruyne, Grealish and Kovacic tomorrow. I would choose 3 of those 4 in that midfield and say, Bernardo, tough shit. You've been shite for ages. You're not good enough now. Right now. Gundo, despite what I've said, he would come out for Kovacic. And that I would switch it all up. I mean, what at this point, what has he got to lose? I just don't think. Like, if I'm dropping Bernardo and Gundo, I'm bringing in Kovacic, Foden, and De Bruyne into that midfield. I'm not even thinking of Wright and O'Reilly at that point. Maybe bring them off the bench at some point, but I don't think those 2 are the answer in midfield right now. But I agree completely with the Gundo Burn thing. Well, certainly Bernardo right now, but I won't play either of them tomorrow. So, yeah.
All right, smash these likes up, guys. You've not done so already, man. Come on, man. We've got 2,000 people tuned in across platforms, so smash the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. We have got Martin on the way as well. He's going to come in and give us his thoughts on this whole injury situation in a second. And we'll go through some of these chats that have been sent. Big up to you guys, man. Big up to Blue Tiger. Says, yes, LB and Tone. Let's stop the rot tomorrow. Hopefully we've had our last loss of the season, says Tiger with the 4 months. I think he sent this in before the Dias news coming.
It's a she. It's Rachel. She's great. Rachel's great.
Yeah, Rachel sent this in before. I think so. Anyway, I think Rachel sent this in before the Diaz news coming. So I don't know what she's saying now, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we can pick up a point or something tomorrow. That'd be decent. Big up to Steve. It says, been off the grid for 4 days, no phone. Got a lot of news and videos to catch up on. Help me out, bro. Good to catch you live. Good to be back. Hit the likes, you mutant, says Steve. Yeah, but to be honest with you, this morning when I woke up, I thought, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna come on here. We're gonna chat about what's how bad we have been. We'll speak about we'll probably lose tomorrow, and then we can look at the positives. Hopefully after Villa, we can win some games. Yeah. Nah, but then this news dropped about bloody Diaz, and it just keeps killing me, man. It keeps on killing me. This news, you know what I mean? So it's just winding me up. So yeah, man. Yeah, there's a couple of videos out yesterday, bro. Big up to Tinsay as well. Says can still ride this through. Gvardiol, Stones, JSP. And Akanji or Rico at right back. Or is he saying play 5 at the back? I don't know.
I think he's saying they're the options, I presume. But just that we've got those 5.
The problem is, though, and this is what I keep saying, Stones is not fully fit. Akanji is not fully fit. Because they're not fully fit because they've only just come back from injury. So what we'd like to do now with Stones and Akanji is give him a week, 2 weeks to slow him in, you know what I mean? Off the bench type thing.
Yeah, but we can't.
We don't have the privilege to do that. So Akanji is going to come in tomorrow and Stones is going to come in tomorrow and they're instantly going to be playing when they probably shouldn't be playing.
He could go Walker, put Gvardiol in, Walker right with, say, Akanji, Gvardiol in the middle and left up with Rico, like with Palace. Similar setup. I mean, I wouldn't do that in a million years, but he might do.
Yeah, you might see it. You might see it. But Off Meta says, I'm betting on City losing so I don't go mental, says Off Meta. The Dugout says, City are having a season like Liverpool did in 2020-2021, where everyone got injured. It's one of those seasons. January window is an inflated market too. It says Dugout. We will come on to transfers shortly about what City are going to do. But yeah, there's no doubt City are going to have to hit that January market because at the moment, lads, the way it's going, we might not even get top 4 the way it's going, man. Like, we've got to be real with ourselves. So yeah, we've got to hit that market strong in January. Foden getting away with it this season. Invisible. He's another one that needs to step up, bro. Facts. He needs to step up. He does. Like, we need him now. You know, it's a City fan. He bleeds blue blood and that, but we need him to step up, mate. We actually do, legit.
We do. And to be fair, he's one of the few flashes, even in the derby, who was looking capable of doing absolutely anything. People look to him to carry the team. which is fine. He's just won Player of the Year, but he has had some stuff as well off field and slow start and injuries and all this sort of stuff. So I sympathise with Foden, and people go, "Oh, he's protected, he's English," and all of that load of bollocks. He is a phenomenal player, and he will get back to his best. I'm sure about it. Starting tomorrow, I hope.
Yeah, we need him. Yeah, Dad said get a goal. Massam says academy lads are our Schrodinger's cat. We will never know if they're good or bad because we don't give them a proper chance. Facts, bro.
Yeah, but you flip that. You say, well, if they're good enough, they'd be on. You know, we saying Pep's purposely not playing these kids.
I don't know why he's not playing them, but he should give them. It's only my opinion. My opinion is I think he should try some of these academy players.
But why do you think Pep doesn't?
I think he's too loyal to some of the other players. I think that's one of his strengths, but can also be a weakness. I think he's extremely loyal to the people that have brought him success. And I think, like I said, I think that is it's a strength and it's a great quality in a person. But at sometimes you got to know when that loyalty is taking you down the wrong path. It's just my opinion, bro. And I just think that for me, I'd try some of the younger players. It's not like you're committing to the academy players for the rest of the season, bro. If you play them, I'm not saying to the academy players, "Oh, we're dead, so I'm going to play you this weekend." And don't worry if you're dead, because if you're dead, then you'll play next weekend as well. I'm like, yo, academy player, yeah, you're playing this weekend. It's not some sort of like, oh, nicey thing. You're playing Premier League football. If you don't play well this weekend, I'll put the other guy back in. Your opportunity to show me that actually you're better than the first team player. It's up to the academy player to take that opportunity. If they don't, no problem.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're saying it like we've got 5 games to go and we're finishing 8th or something, which we've still got top 4, mate.
No. I'm not saying it like that, Ton. What I'm saying is, bro, I'm saying it is in. At the moment, we're not going to get top 4, and we need to find a solution to turn this form around. And the players that have been playing are not doing that. Hence the reason we've won only 1 game in 11. Now, at what point on this run, if we go 1 win in 12 tomorrow, right? And then we go 1 win in 13 against Everton, and then we go 1 win in 14 against Leicester. At what point are people going to go, yeah, you know what? We might as well just play the academy. Because these numbers that I'm talking about, they're here, they're real numbers. 1 win in 11, 1 win in 12 tomorrow. They're real. At what point do we go, you know what? We've got nothing else. We're just going to have to try and play one of these academy boys.
But would you, okay, so let's just say tomorrow he starts, like I said, Foden, De Bruyne, Kovacic. Would you be happy with that, or would you want O'Reilly in there? All right.
Well, I'm happy that Kovacic is coming back in. Yeah?
Yeah.
But again, if that team doesn't deliver tomorrow, which it probably won't at the moment, I'm sorry to say, like, why not try something else? The thing is, this is all a bit too late for me, right? Because Kovacic is back now, so I'm happy that Kovacic is coming back into the team. I felt we should have tried a Jacob Wright and Nico O'Reilly 5 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, so I'm saying this about the academy, but I'm a little bit more willing to sort of subside it because Kovacic is back. But I think this should have happened for me 5 weeks ago when Kovacic got injured and Gundogan just couldn't do the job. And you know, we've had a couple of other players in that defence. So I don't know, man. But yeah, I just guess this is just everything I'm saying is just frustration. You know what I mean? It's all just frustration.
We're all disappointed and a bit frustrated at the moment. But look, you know, people in the chat saying Tone didn't like the academy and all that. It's not about that. It's what are your expectations right now? Because if we play O'Reilly and Wright, which I've seen people saying, you know, we may not win tomorrow anyway. I get that. But I can tell you now, with that midfield, we're in big bloody trouble. And look, if you said to me right now, tomorrow, Pep is definitely playing Gundo and Burners at centre mid, I would then say, no, take Burn out and put what if the only other choice was Wright or O'Reilly, I'm all for it. So it isn't I don't trust him, because I would rather one of them playing centre mid than Burn right now. I'm just saying you can't take both out and put both in there, like has been suggested to me by a fair few people this week. You know, and that triangle with McAtee and so on, that to me is an absolute no-go. You cannot have Wright, O'Reilly and McAtee unless you're playing Salford in the cup.
No one. I don't think any person is legitimately saying that though, Tom.
I've seen people saying we should have. I've been on a show where somebody said we should have Wright and O'Reilly ahead of Gundo and Burn, which, you know, both together. that I wouldn't have, like I say, I wouldn't have Gondo or Burn tomorrow anyway. So, but if I was forced to, then I would maybe try a youth player. I would rather O'Reilly or Wright come in than Burn tomorrow, is what I'm trying to say. That's how bad I think Bernardo's been. And people say he's finished and stuff. I don't know if he's finished. I just think he's knackered. I just think he's dead on his feet right now because he's been used pretty much every minute of every single game. And he's just not playing well. He's off form. It's just not gone for him. And he's not the only one. But yeah, people saying, oh, you don't trust youth and all this sort of stuff. It's nonsense. I may try one in front of Bernie, but yeah, I just don't think putting 3 or 4 in like some people are suggesting, not you, LB, but some people are, is wrong. You cannot have a triangle in midfield of youth. It's just a disaster.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I would never advocate for playing 3 academy midfielders, never. But I would advocate for playing one of them.
Yeah,
and it would probably be Nico O'Reilly because he's got that physical presence about him. You know, he's over 6 foot. You know, he's tall, he's strong, he's good on the ball. Do you know what I mean? Why can't we give Kyle Samuel a go right back? Why can't we try that?
Yeah, he's good, mate. I like
the look of him as well. Why can't we try this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not advocating for a whole just play the academy. We get cooked, but a couple of players here or there, especially when we won 1 game in 11. We lose tomorrow. It's 1 game in 12. What's the difference? But at least we've seen. You might stumble. You might stumble on a gem. They might play tomorrow. They might cook, and you're like, yo, this is mad. Like we could save ourselves 50 million by not signing a new right back. We can save ourselves 50 million for not signing a new midfielder. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and people saying that again with the academy stuff that I don't like them or what have you and all that waffle. I would put Simpson in ahead of Walker at centre back. I can tell you that. That's without any doubt. So if the option is Tony, you have Walker or Simpson at the back, it is Simpson every single time. So that's another academy one I might throw in. I'm just saying tomorrow, where we're talking about Burn and Gundo being finished, I wouldn't put both of them. I wouldn't play either of them tomorrow anyway. So it's one of those. I get the argument for the academy, but yeah, just not too many. And it depends who it is that's playing. So if Bernardo starts in midfield tomorrow, I'll be a bit like, give him a go. Why not? But then surely we'd rather have Grealish in than Bernardo in the middle, wouldn't we? Right now? I know not that Grealish is playing particularly great, but
I don't
we
know,
would.
mate. I think it's pick your poison, isn't it, really, for me at the moment. I think that none of them are really doing a great job, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
Grealish. I probably would go Grealish over Bernardo, yeah.
Yeah, but Grealish come on. Started Forest in midfield, arguably man of the match. We haven't seen him there again since.
No, we did. We seen him against Juventus. He was poor.
Did he start in midfield? I thought he was out on the left.
No, he started in midfield. And wait, chat, what did he do against Juventus?
I thought he was on the left. Maybe I.
No, I didn't. I'm sure he started in midfield against Juventus, and he was poor.
Yeah.
Well, but to answer the question directly, yes, I would play Grealish in midfield over Bernardo Silva, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, without any doubt. And Kovacic is a must, and I love Kovacic. I think
Kovacic is a good return. I'm happy to see Kovacic back in there because he is just better than Gundogan now because Gundogan is just too slow.
Kovacic is much better than Gundo and Burn, far better. But when look, this is no disrespect meant to Kovacic. I think he's a terrific player. Go and check his medals and trophies, what he's won. Yeah. He's a fantastic player. But when you're in a position where we're saying we're desperate for Kovacic, that points out just how poor we've been in midfield.
That's facts. That is true. I mean, remember, Kovacic was supposed to be a squad rotational player. Yeah, this highlights that the squad isn't good enough because he came in as a squad rotational player, and now we're desperate for this guy to be starting week in, week out. That again highlights where we've gone wrong in the transfer market. But Kovacic is better than Gundogan. He doesn't solve all our problems, but he's been pretty good this year. He's been probably one of our best players. In fact, if I asked the chat who's been the best player this season for Manchester City, I reckon some of them would probably say Kovacic. So we need him back in there for sure. But hang
on, Lewis. Well, what's Martin doing? Saying tone head wobble. Well, is he not on here? He's in the chat. He's obsessed with bloody
He's bottled it, man. He's bottled it.
He has.
Bottled it. Where are you, man?
Here.
Get yourself on the stream, lad. You know what I mean? People want to hear from you.
Him in bloody chats. He's bloody mad.
I know. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we do tomorrow. I think I would start Grealish tomorrow, to be honest with you. It's at Villa.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. It's an opportunity. It's on TV. Everyone's going to be watching. It's an opportunity for him to showcase what he can do. And I think it's obviously we all agree pretty much that it's a make or break season for him. And
yeah,
I probably would stick him in the middle. I probably would stick him in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll be off. You're getting to the point with Grealish where if the second half of the season's like the first, I like Jack, but you're then talking 3 or 4 seasons not being good enough. He's got 2 years left on his contract. It's your last chance to make any sort of money on him. I think he'll end up in North London at one of those 2 clubs in the summer. As a guess, I've not heard that or anything. I just throwing that out. Jack needs a bloody damn good second half of the season if he gets the chance, because either he won't get the chance simply because Pep won't play him. And to me, I think me, you and Martin had this conversation this week. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Grealish is totally wasted when he's told, sit out on that left, on the byline, do not move from that line. To me, that's a complete waste of his talent.
I just don't buy. I just don't buy that. That's what Pep is saying, mate. I don't buy.
Sit out on the left.
Do you really think Pep's saying, Grealish, I just need you to sit out on that left and don't move? You don't say that, does he, man?
But he is hugging the touchline. You literally see him stood on that line.
Yeah, but then when he gets the ball, he's meant to do something with it. I'm not having it that Pep just says, get the ball on the left and then just don't do anything with it. Like, bro, I just don't think that's what he says.
That's got to be paraphrasing. I'm not saying he's saying don't do anything, but he's saying stay out on the left. His thing with Jack Grealish is possession based, right? If you want to go full whack at the other team, get Doku on, who will go and probably lose it most of the time. Whereas Grealish is more keep the ball. Look at mate, he gets the ball 90% of the time. He just passes it back. It's not a dig at him. That's the way. I presume the way he's told to do it. Get out on the left. Maybe bring somebody else into play. Grealish, when he's in the middle, he's more free. At Villa, he had more room. He was free, all that sort of stuff. To me, we don't play to his strengths when he's out on the left, is what I'm trying to say. But his problem is the competition in the middle. But the competition in the middle is so bad right now. Here he bloody comes to Mr. Chat.
Go on, Martin. How are you going to save us from this one, mate? Dias is now injured. Edison is now injured.
Come on, happy clapper.
Edison, I don't give a shit about. No, that sounds nasty. No. Hang on, scrap that. Edison injured. Don't believe that one. Don't believe that one.
What's that one?
I don't believe the Edison injury.
Yeah.
I'm not believing it.
Yeah, I know where you're going. I'm
telling you what I think has happened, and people have a go at me. I think there's been words to be bottled it. I would not be surprised if Edison's gone in jam.
But hang on a minute though. Why would he say he's a doubt then, rather than just saying he's actually injured if something had gone on?
Because it's public, innit? So you don't know how these media stuff work, do you? You don't get it.
Okay, so what you're saying is they've had a bust up.
No, I'm not saying they've had a bust up. I said I just.
So what are you saying?
Give us that exclusive.
What do you think's happened?
Believe it.
So you don't think he's injured?
I think they probably had some words, and I think he might be gone in jam.
Right. Okay. So if they've had words, and therefore Edison don't want to play,
I said I think. Look,
yeah.
Turn it into an exclusive with BBC News.
No, I'm not trying to turn nothing into nothing. I'm asking you a question because I don't agree. I think he's injured. So I'm rebuttaling you. So if you think he's injured, if you don't think he's injured, and you think basically he doesn't want to play because they've had words with Pep, why would Pep say he's a doubt? Why wouldn't he just say, yeah, he's actually injured?
I don't know.
I don't think he's not injured. I think he legit probably is just a bit of a. I agree with the point that he might leave in January. 100%, I agree with that. That
Dias one. I'm gutted about Dias. The thing with Dias, does it mean we're going to bloody rush John Stones back in now? You know,
yes.
And then he gets injured.
He has to play.
Here's a question: Has Stones got injured? Has Dias got injured coming back too soon? And he's just not.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think he has.
See, it's like a never-ending door. This at the moment.
Well,
from what I heard, John Stones had never done any training. That was the very first time he was just there.
Well, Dias had played 4 matches before he got injured. 5 if you include Juventus. So yes, I don't think it's probably. I don't think Dias has got injured because he's been rushed back too soon. Maybe he's been injured because he's played too much. I don't know.
Maybe he's played not fully fit and injured. Maybe
Yes,
he's
correct.
Maybe
He's played when he's not fully fit because we've had no other choice.
It is what it is. But obviously, Kanji may be back. We'll have to see what happens. But I need to address Tone on his EDS stuff.
Come on, call him out, man.
Because no, I'm going to say
call him out.
Call him out.
What?
I agree. I think 1 or 2 should be given a chance. 1 or 2. That's it.
That's all we're saying, isn't it, Martin?
Whoa,
we're not saying replace the whole team, bro. We're just saying give a couple of these boys a chance, man.
But hang on. That's what I said. I said I'd rather play Simpson ahead of Walker at centre-back and Wright or O'Reilly ahead of Burning centre-mid. You're cooking me, boys. I haven't bloody said it. And the chat say, he hates the academy. I've literally just said, that's what I do. I'm getting hammered here. Come on, boys. Panel and chat, I'm getting
just to let you know, Diaz was fully fit. He did pick it up legit. So there you go.
Oh, it's legit, is it?
Yeah. Hi.
Bloody hell.
It says he's watching.
Oh my
what else was there? No, the youngsters. Listen, I think 1 or 2 is fine. I think there's 3 or 4. No. 3, 4, 5. No. 100%. I don't think it should happen. It's too late for that. You can't sit here 2 weeks before we're all begging to spend 200 million quid. Play the kids for a game and then go, oh, bye, we've just bought someone now. Out you go.
Of course you can.
No, you're too late down the line. You're too late down the line.
I agree. I agree that you should have done this 5 weeks ago. 100%.
You're going to piss them off. You do that. Right, you're O'Reilly. Right, no. LB.
You're going to piss them off if you play them and then don't play them, but you're not going to piss them off by not playing them.
No, I said you'll more piss them off.
It's irrelevant. They're all leaving in the summer anyway.
You can't just go everything's irrelevant. Irrelevant is not an answer.
Oh my day. So what you're telling me, right, is that it's better just to never play these academy players ever, because if you play them and then take them out of the team, you're going to upset them.
I said 1 or 2. How many do you want against Villa?
Well, against Villa, probably maybe 1.
Who?
I'd give Samuel a goal, me at right back.
Ahead of Rico.
No, hang on. Whoa. You've rolled out the one youngster who's not actually been on the bench at all. Oh, you just pissed off every single youngster. I mean, I was with you until you went down.
No.
None of the youngsters on the bench.
No. I'm not having this turn against me, because I've been saying play the academy players for the last 7 weeks. Yeah, I've been saying play the academy players for the last 7 weeks. I am the #1 promoter of the academy out of this fan base. Yeah, and they should have been in this team time ago. Nico O'Reilly should have been playing for Manchester City months ago. Jacob Wright should have been given a chance months ago. So I will not have it turned on me. Yeah, I want these players to play. But
hang on.
My point is, for tomorrow, we're in a fortunate position where Kovacic is back. So I'd play Kovacic. Yeah. But this is the thing, mate. Like we're in a rough situation. Our defenders.
Kovacic, he's been our best midfielder up until what's the Kovacic stuff about?
Chat, is he got some earwax, bro? You need clearing out. I said I'm happy to play Kovacic.
Not on you. No, not on you. Moved off you. Talking the other waffle merchant up there with the Kovacic.
Hang on, I said Kovacic is one of our best midfielders.
I was logging in, and your words were, well, what's Kovacic going to do, really? If Kovacic is the answer, what's the question?
You've got something wrong with your speakers. LB, did I say that?
I don't know if he said that. Did he say that, chat? Chat, hang
on. The chat bloody hate me today. They're all going to say I said it.
Did you say that, chat?
So hang on, he's saying I said Kovacic was what? Not
you
very
said
good.
Kovacic was not. You give the impression that you were not overly impressed about Kovacic coming back, because LB
said that is a load of bollocks.
No, LB said we've got Kovacic.
This is a wind up.
And you turned around and you went, eh?
No.
I can't remember him saying it, but some people in the chat are saying you did say it.
About 4 minutes ago. I'm going to say
rubbish.
Hang on.
I said he wasn't good.
You know, he's over 6 foot. You know, he's tall, he's strong, good on the ball.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Why can't we give
What? So I go, and you say, oh, he thinks he's shit.
Hang on.
That's McAtee.
No, we're coming to
I've
it.
seen people saying we should have. I've been on a show where somebody said we should have Wright and O'Reilly.
And I know what you mean by that, by the way.
You bloody stirrer.
I wouldn't have, like I say, I wouldn't have Gundo or Burn tomorrow anyway. So
Yeah, Gundo or Burn.
then I would maybe try a youth player. I would rather O'Reilly or Wright come in than Burn tomorrow, is what I'm trying to say. That's how bad I think Bernardo's been. And people say he's finished and stuff. I don't know if he's finished. I just think he's knackered. I just think he's dead on his feet right now.
Maybe I've
He's been
misheard
used
this. I don't know.
pretty much.
There we go. It is his bollocks.
He's not playing well. He's off form. It's not gone for him. And he's not the only one. But yeah, people saying, oh, you don't trust youth and all this sort of stuff. It's nonsense. I may try one in front of Bernie, but
Yeah, you bloody bottled it, Martin.
put in 3 or 4 in like some people are suggesting.
Maybe I've
some
totally
people are.
misheard
He's
this.
wrong.
Hey!
It's just a disaster.
I agree with that. I
Hang
would
on.
never advocate for playing.
He's bottled it.
Never. But I would
And
advocate.
shame
for
on
playing.
you lot in the chat as well.
Yeah.
who said
Oh,
I said
you
it.
guys in the chat, man. You
Yeah,
try to cause
piss poor.
World War 3 here. What's going on, man?
Yes.
Oh, the chat. What are you doing, mate?
Get that bloody phone down. Look at him listening to
I know,
it, trying
bro.
to find
I
anything.
can't lie, bro. When he said it, I was like, did he say that? I don't remember him said it. But then the
I
people in
was
the
the
chat were
one.
saying you did say it, man.
Yeah, they're bloody bullshit, and they're the same ones who said I hate the academy. It's all a load of waffle.
They've got a
We've all
tone
been
agenda,
found
mate.
out.
They don't like you, and they've got a tone agenda, bro.
And they don't like me. I don't know why. I'd said I quite like
Squad
the academy.
rotational player at best.
No,
Hang
that
on,
was
come
LB.
back in a minute. Come back in a minute.
What is he doing?
That was LB.
Oh my god. I don't understand
LB
what
said
is
he was
actually
squad
happening.
rotational. LB,
but he's-
you said that.
Yeah, but he is a squad rotational player.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm getting whipped for it.
Bruh.
I'm getting pelters. Martin, this was a calm stream. Martin comes on.
It was
and
too
yet
calm.
again,
It was too calm. It's called the Waffle Show for a reason, isn't it?
for fuck's sake. Them in the chat, I'm not bothered with Martin stirring the pot. He always bloody does it. But it's that lot in the chat saying he bloody did say it.
The chat.
I want to see
mate.
it.
What is going on with the chat, bro? The chat's moving. My chat cancel tone. What the hell?
They are.
Yo.
Cancel tone, what's going on?
Hashtag cancel tone in the chat.
No, don't
Oh my
bloody well
god, what has
stir it.
happened
You're
here?
as bad as Martin for
I'm
stirring.
not particularly great, but
I think it's poison at the moment. I think
Bloody hell, he's on ultra fast now.
Unfortunately.
but
I probably would go Grealish over Bernardo, yeah.
but Grealish, like, come on.
This is mad.
Started Forest in midfield, arguably man of the match. We haven't seen him again since.
No, we didn't. We seen him against Juventus. He was poor.
Did he start in midfield? I thought he was on the left.
No, he started in midfield. And wait,
Bit
chat,
of
why
both.
did you get
Bit of
Juventus?
both.
I thought he was on the left.
Bit of
Maybe
both.
No, he didn't. I'm sure he started in midfield against
Yeah.
Juventus, so he was
He
poor.
was a left tweener.
Yeah.
That was Grealish.
Answer the question directly. Yes, I would play Grealish in midfield over Bernardo.
You two waffle on without me, don't you?
That's Grealish, bro. That's not Kovacic.
You've completely stirred the. You've
You
stirred
two
the
waffle
chat.
on without me.
And I love Kovacic.
This is 45 minutes of waffle. Oh,
That's what this show is.
hang on.
It's just too slow.
Yeah, Kovacic is much better than Gundo and Burn.
What was that? Rewind that. Rewind it. I want receipts.
Hang on, whoa.
Player. Go and check his medals and trophies, what he's won. He's a fantastic player. But
A fantastic player.
Yeah, boy.
He said the complete opposite, mine. He said he's a fantastic player.
Excuse me. You've just fucking spoken. He just said if Kovacic is the answer, it shows how poor we are.
Nah, that's not the same.
That's
what he
He's a
just said.
trash player, bro.
No,
Nah,
Yeah.
man.
no, not having that.
Listen,
Nah. Rotational player.
Mm.
Yeah, this highlights that the squad isn't good enough because he came in as a squad rotational player, and now we're desperate for this guy to be starting week in, week out. That again highlights where we've gone wrong in the transfer market. But Kovacic's better than Gundogan. He can solve all our problems. But he's been pretty good this year. He's been probably one of our best players. In fact, if I asked the chat who's been the best player this season for Manchester City, I reckon some of them would probably say Kovacic. So we need him back in there for sure. But yeah,
hang on, Lisa. Well, what's Martin doing? It's been thrown in.
Yeah.
Martin,
that's what I put.
No.
You
Martin.
said, and that's
Martin.
where I put it. You said exact words. Kovacic's great player, blah, blah, blah. But if he's the answer, then we shows we're in big trouble.
Yeah, but what I meant...
He was our best midfielder all season.
Chat. Who's right, who's wrong here?
On.
Martin is... That's an L Martin or L Tone in the chat. I think it's
don't
L Martin,
give me that. They all hate me today.
No, man. Martin guilty, bro. You did not prove your case.
I did. You were
dismissed.
Never Martin out. Yay!
Nah. As if you came in here, Martin, and the first thing you did was just cause World War III like that, mate.
Look at them all. I want to say, I love the chat.
Shows have been boring as shit without me. Get on with it.
No, that's rubbish. I want to say, right, I love the chat. I love you all in the chat. I'm just throwing it out there. Blame that man down there for bloody stirring it. He's misheard. He's come on, waiting to throw a few bombs out, putting me in LB down. He's been rinsed.
I voted myself out right now. Bye.
Right, I want to get Martin's takes on all these injury situations and what we do for tomorrow. Let me just do some of these super chats as well. Guys, make sure you smashing these likes up as well, people. Come on, man. Make sure you can subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Subscribe to Mancunian Way. Less than 300 away from 5K, man. Hopefully we get this by New Year, man. That'd be sick if we get it by New Year. Big up to Massum. Says, Tone, what's the definition of insanity?
Well, my delusion, clearly.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
Big up to Amar. Says, if you're promising young talent, leave City, says Amar. With a 2. Anakin says, yes, LB and Tone, hope you're well. Apparently, Barcelona might have to sell Olmo. City should be all over that deal if it's true, and hope we end the rot tomorrow, says Anakin. I wouldn't be against it, to be honest with you, Anakin. I can't lie. I would not be against that if that's true. And I have seen some of that report in the press, bro. Big up to you, man. And big up to Nevans as well. Martin El Destructo on the Gaslight Journeys says
El Destructo. That's amazing.
I got to change my name on it. I'm having that name. I'm copyrighting that name.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
El Destructo. Smash these likes up, guys, if you've not done so already. Yeah, Martin, obviously you spoke about it a little bit before we went off track there, but yeah, Diaz now injured for just slightly off track. Yeah, what do you make of this whole Diaz injury? How do we set up tomorrow in defence? Do you play Walker right back? Do you play Simpson Pusey? What are we saying here, man?
What do I think of injuries? I now know how Newcastle United fans felt
last year. Yeah, they got
sick of hearing about injuries. It's like they've had a week off.
What's up with Martin?
What are they doing? I've had enough of injuries. Seriously, I've had enough of injuries. He's doing my treeing. It's like you get one back, you lose 2. I mean, it's like, what is this?
LB, can I just quickly add to Destructo? I was just trying to read your name. I haven't had an apology yet, LB. What about you? I haven't had an apology from Destructo yet about getting it.
I don't want to reopen that case. That case is sealed.
Hang on, what?
I want an apology. That's what I'm waiting for.
You're speaking to my evil twin brother, Martin.
Go on, what we doing tomorrow then, man?
Oh dear.
I apologise to him.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Right. Tomorrow. You're not going to like my tomorrow. Well, I'm going to go. I think you'll go Walker, Kanja, Stones, and Gabadio. There's no other choice.
Well, there is a choice.
Yeah, not going to put Simpson Pusey in. He's not going to. No,
that's not the only choice. The only other choice, you could play Rico right back and play Walker centre back,
or Rico left.
You could play,
Gvardiol middle.
You could play Rico left back, Gvardiol middle.
You saw my eyes when you said Rico left, didn't you?
You know what I'm doing? I'm playing Simpson Pusey, man.
Hang on, just rewind there, mine. What did you just say then? Go on.
Rico, no. I'm not selling Rico. I'm just not playing him as a left back.
Would you play him as a right ahead of Walker?
Potentially, yes.
What
side does Morgan Rogers play on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whichever side Morgan Rogers is on, the complete opposite. Because he's no good against pace.
Look at this. Our physios this season.
Christ. That's
I'm being deadly serious now. With the way he's moving with that, I'm wondering what he does with it at a weekend.
Oh, that's amazing, mate.
Shit.
That's one of the best.
Give up, Foggy. How you doing, mate?
Foggy, yeah, top man. Sorry.
Can I just say, by the way, he looked too comfortable with that skeleton.
What?
He looked too comfortable.
Warp chatting here.
I don't know what's going on today. Are we in that fucking delusional state of our minds now? We've gone past anger.
Do you know, by the way, isn't this our last show before Christmas? Where was the Christmas hats and all that stuff? What we're doing here? Boring sod.
Well, where's your hat? You can put one on yourself if you want.
Yeah, we're doing it tonight, 9 p.m. The Mancunian Way Christmas party.
There you go.
Yeah, look, bloody advert. Nice little,
honestly.
Flipping heck.
9 p.m. The Mancunian Way Christmas party. Let's go. Bring a drink.
The link's in the chat.
Bring a date. If you can't get a date, Alan will give you a phone number. Anyway,
they'll be a bit generous if you just wanted to go and put your little ad out.
So here's my thing, boys. Bring back to tomorrow, yeah, because there is a football match tomorrow that we could do with winning.
Shit.
I'd play my back four tomorrow, lads. Akanji right back.
Yeah.
Simpson Pusey. John Stones. Gvardiol. Talk to me.
Akanji.
Simpson Pusey.
Stones Gvardiol.
Are you saying Simpson Pusey just to get? Be honest with me now, LB. Very, very honest. Look, y'all say have a big chug because you go about to go in the box.
Yeah.
Are you playing Simpson Pusey because he's played well when he's come on? He's done all right for the EDS. Are you doing it because you don't want Kyle Walker anywhere near the 11?
That last
necessarily one. It's not really necessarily about Walker. Not everything is about Walker, you know.
You want to drop Walker?
Drop Rico.
Rico
Lewis drop.
Can I just say I would go Rico, and yes, that is a City Academy lad for someone who hates them.
You can't. You've sold him.
Well, yeah, not yet. In January. No, Rico, because we're forced into it. Rico, and then I'd have Stones and Akanji in the middle. Gvardiol left would be my back four tomorrow.
I just think that, like, listen, Simpson Pusey's not done too bad when he's played for City, has he? Let's be honest, yeah. He's not dropped any clangers, right? We're going to be looking at potential bringing in another centre back. I'm looking at the future. Love Walker for what he's done, but he's the past. He's the history. We need to look at for the future. And for me, I'll be looking at Simpson Pusey, playing tomorrow. It's a tough game. Putting him in at Villa, you know, when we're on this run. But put him in there. Let's see what goes on, man. Let's see if he's got the minerals. Because if you play him, yeah, and he's actually turns out to be decent, that's 50, 60 million save that you might have to sign another centre-back.
I would rather him than Walker at centre-back. I'll give you that. I would much rather Simpson. Look, I don't want to hammer Walker too much. He gets enough shit. But I just don't think he can play at the moment. So I would rather Simpson than Walker, yeah. And that's from someone who allegedly hates the academy.
Yeah, I'm going Simpson Pusey, man. I'm giving him a go. I think he's done all right since he's played. Listen, I don't think he's been amazing. But give him a go. Tomorrow, tough place to go. Let's see if he's got the minerals for it.
Is that the place to give him a go, or would you Everton home?
Oh, bro, come on, man. Like, we got to stop this. Is this the place? Is this the place? Is it, bro? It's a football match, man. It's 11v11. You know, give him.
Yeah, I know, mate.
There, Put him
We're
in
not
net.
going. But your attitude is we're losing anyway, so sod it. Mine isn't that. Mine is I think
He hasn't
we can
given up
win.
on the title, LB. This is the bit
No,
you
I've not. I've been told
I know
I
he's
can't
not,
talk
yeah.
the title. I've been told I'm not allowed.
What you're
to talk
doing
it.
is, well, what you're doing is you're doing that. We're not going to make the top. We're fighting for the top four. Have you given up on top four, LB?
No, I think we'll get top four.
Right. So, right.
And
So
it's,
now I am a little
apparently,
bit
apparently it's
confused
top
on
5. Apparently it's top 5.
that. So, okay.
Are we not finishing top 5? We're not that bad.
Yeah.
We'll be
I
in the
agree.
top 4. Yeah, we'll be top 4.
We're bad at the moment, but
Definitely.
once we get a couple of players in January, which one I'll speak about, we'll be cooking in the new season in the second half of the
Damn
season.
if you're doing, damn if you want. Because don't forget, like McAtee, I would love McAtee to be given a go, but the opportunities he's had, he's not been great on.
Yeah, but okay, I agree with you, but he's not been given fair opportunities. When he started, he's not started with the first team. He started with like Carabao Cup B team players, and he's come on with like 10 minutes to go in dead games or games that were just crapping. Yeah,
But is that not the time to shine as well?
he needs to play with the best players. If you stick Haaland, yeah, that's probably not a great example, but if you stick like, yeah, I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've got to play with the proper players. We've got to play him with the first team. But yeah, forget McAtee. He's clearly done. He's getting sold in January. There's no point in wasting our time on that. But like for me, yeah, just give.
I'm surprised an O'Reilly or a Jacob Wright haven't been given the opportunity.
O'Reilly for me is the maddest one because like what's our midfield lacked? Pace and energy, mainly energy, physicality. Yeah, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but like the energy, the youthness and the physicality that guy could bring to our midfield. I'm mad shocked about that. But listen, we spoke about the academy a lot. That's the defense that I'd go for tomorrow. Akanji right back, Simpson, Pusey, Stones, and Gavardio. And yes, it's a risk playing Stones and Akanji in the same game when they've just come back from injury, but we've literally got no choice.
No, I'd go Rico, Stones, Akanji, Guardiola.
That's fine. That's chill. That's chill.
Go on, Martin. Don't sit on the fence. Or is he thinking up another Kovacic thing to wind us up with?
No, Ortega. I'm going to stick with what I said. Walker. I'm going to stick with that back four that I said.
Well, Walker will definitely play. I wouldn't play him if it was
I just don't think any. As much I would like probably one or two youngsters in, especially in that CDM role. Kovacic coming back is probably going to change it all. I just think it's too late now. It's too late to be doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Walker wasn't actually that bad against United or defensively wise. He was terrible on the ball.
Walker was our best defender against United.
It probably was. On the ball, he was terrible, but defensively, didn't actually make any mistakes. And when he come on, when he played 45 minutes against Forest, he was all right. It's just he's got that one game in him where he'll just be at fault for goals, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're asking me what I think Pep will go with, I think he'll go with the back four I've picked, but I think he'll have Walker in for Rico.
Yeah, Walker's definitely going to be playing.
Yeah.
I'd be amazed if he doesn't play.
I think he'll be Walker, Stones, Akanji, Guardiola tomorrow. That's what I think Pep will go with.
Well, before we speak back, I want to come on to a January transfer window with you lads. But do any of you think we'll win tomorrow?
Yeah. And I know I'm going to get shit on, and if we lose,
you say what you want. You can say what you want.
And I get the amount of messages I get saying, Tony, you're getting cooked in the LB chat and the post match. That's fine, but I think we will. I think we'll respond tomorrow because I think Foden, De Bruyne, we've had a week off. It's reaction time now. He's probably more out of delusion and hope, but yeah, I think we'll win 2-1. I think we will win. Yeah,
Martin.
Kovacic being back, by the way, is huge, and that's a factor in that.
I think Kovacic being back is big.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just can't see us winning. I don't think we'll get cooked. I'll go 1-0 Villa.
Yeah, it's not going to be a mauling if we get beat.
I don't think we're going to get smashed. I see like Giroud saying
people saying 4 and 5-0. Well, they don't know how Aston Villa are playing. Aston Villa are playing absolute dogs.
If we get beat by more, if we get beat 3 or 4-0, then we are screwed. We are actually legit fucked.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think we'll get beat. Personally, it's a score prediction, not I want the score. I think we're going to get a low loss, 1-0, 2-1, something like that. But I beg De Bruyne just turn. If De Bruyne turns up, we got a chance.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. There's something about it that I'm like, you know what? We may
turn up.
Yeah, I don't know why, and I have no reason to know why.
I just against United.
It's crazy. I'm like, maybe this is hopium and copium mixed into one, making bullshitium. I don't know. Totally
and delusion.
I think I'm past the delusional stage. These players, see, I've seen a lot of this week. These players are just shit. They're not just shit. They're just out of energy. They're a Duracell bunny with no more go in them, some of them. But what I want to see is this thing is, and by the way, the reason they can't be shit is because 6 months ago, there was an open top bus parade celebrating a four Premier League title.
Yeah.
They weren't shit. You know, we've got to be careful what we're saying on the shit because they're not just shit. You know, you've got to take your emotional hat off. But something's got to kick in because I said this to you the other night. I'm sick to death of hearing about how shit they are and how they feel sorry for themselves. When does the pride kick in? When do we go? We're Manchester City players. Our future is on the line. When did he do it?
Well, 7 weeks ago would have been nice.
Yeah, right.
Guardiola, he's not going to... Because right now, I said this yesterday, some of these players are chucking Pep under the bus. Not Pep chucking them under, they're chucking Pep under.
Which players do you think are?
Can you set me up, you little man? Get a pen and paper.
I don't think they are though. I don't think they are.
No, they are, some of them.
They're just making bozo errors, man. They're just making bozo errors. They're not fucking dialed in. Do you know what I mean? They're not. They're just. I don't know, man. Something's just not right. But I don't think it's.
No. I accept not right in a game or two when you keep making the same silly errors for 2 months. That's not an error anymore.
The chat want them names, Martin.
All right, then Edison. Saying it, Edison.
Okay.
That guy's body language absolutely winds me.
I don't think Edison's throwing him under the bus.
I'm sorry, LB. You've got to take your Edison poster off the wall.
There's a difference between making an error and throwing the manager under the bus.
Error. Have you seen his body language at the
minute? Is Gavardiol throwing Pep under the bus?
No. See, I didn't say intent. I didn't say on purpose.
That's what it means, isn't it? Throwing him under the bus is like you're doing it on purpose, no? They're making errors. They're just making errors.
Unintentionally throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, because they're just making stupid errors. It's not like they're trying to do it.
Some are doing it because it's low confidence. I do think some players are doing it because they don't give a flying Tommy shit, mate. And Edison's for me.
Okay. I accept that bit.
Care.
And that's why I'd go Ortega. And you know how much I love Edison, but I would start Ortega for that reason.
I'm with you. Yeah,
I agree with you. I just think the phrasing of it was not right. That's what I'm saying.
And all I ever heard, and by the way, I loved Ortega, but what's getting me is people suddenly made kicking a priority over saving.
Yeah, but that's the way we play, mate.
That's like a striker's hold-up play be more important than putting the ball in the bleeding.
Edison's a good shot stopper. He's better than people say, though. He's not that bad.
So the thing is, though, when you're playing well and you're cooking on gas, Edison's the one to have. But when you're conceding 2 goals a game, which is happening, you need to go Ortega because ultimately you need to, if you can stop that from being 2 goals, this sounds mad, yeah? I know it's proper basic, yeah? But if you can start conceding only 1 goal a game rather than 2 goals a game, which Ortega might be able to do, that gives you a better chance of winning because all of a sudden you only need to score 2 goals a game instead of 3 goals a game, which is what we've needed to do for the last 8 weeks. We have to score 3 goals a game to win. If we can bring that down to 2 goals, we actually might start winning a couple of football matches. And then football matches wins, that can generate confidence. We might start playing a bit better again. So I'm in agreement. Yeah, and I'm an Edison stan. For me right now, you've got to play Ortega, which is why I've got to say it. I was stunned that Ortega didn't play the derby last weekend. Stunned. And I'm an Ortega fan. I prefer Ortega. I don't think Ortega's good enough to be number one. And even I was surprised that he started against United.
I said this. I think I said this on your space, on our space yesterday, Tone. 3 and 4. Some of these players need to have a spell on the bench. They need to kick up the arse.
Yeah, but we can't. That's the problem. Then
We are in tail wagging the dog.
But you know that, you know.
Yeah,
injuries,
I know.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Bernardo Silva needs to be on the bench, and not because, you need a rest. He needs to go on the bench because he's just not performing right now.
Who's that?
Bernardo. Josko Gabardio needs to spell on the bench to have a rest. I would also say, you see, this is what I'm saying, I'm putting a rest. Bernardo, think he needs to kick up the arse. KDB might need to kick up the arse. Grealish, kick up the arse.
This is true.
Foden, maybe a kick up the arse.
I feel sorry for
Haaland,
Bernardo
kick
Silva.
up the arse.
Bernardo Silva's been driven into the ground. He's played so much.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't think he's like lost it completely.
No.
He's just he's literally on his last.
Who would your wingers be tomorrow, Tone? Who would your wingers be tomorrow?
Me, what would I go with? Gosh, good question. I would have. Well, I want the midfield three. This is just me. I would want Kovacic, Foden, KDB. No, would I? Yeah, sod it. I'd have that. I'd have. Hang on. No, let me think here. I'm bottling this already. I'm bloody bottling it. No, I'm switching it. I'm switching. I'm going to go. If I was seriously going to Villa, I would go with Gundo, Foden, De Bruyne, and then out wide. No, hang on, I've missed someone. Gundo, Kovacic, De Bruyne, with Foden out wide and Grealish the other side. And they're not going to stand out there, but that's what I would start. So Grealish and Foden is to answer.
You know what
People will probably go Doku Savinho.
You know what I'd do, but I don't really want to say it. I might have to drop Foden for this game, you know. And I think what I'd consider doing is playing Kovacic, Grealish, De Bruyne in midfield, Doku, Haaland, Savio. But then I'm like, you can't drop. Can you drop Foden, or should he just stick him on the wing? I don't. My problem is, what I want to do is I want to play Kovacic, Foden, De Bruyne, but you can't do that, innit? You're never going to do that.
I'm going to go Kovacic, Grealish, Foden.
So you're dropping De Bruyne.
I think
Foden. Our one creative player. You're dropping our one creative player in the team.
Foden showed more against United than KDB did.
Yeah, no, that is true. De Bruyne was
you've got to play De Bruyne for me. De Bruyne's our only player in that team.
Sorry, can I ask why? Why have we got to play De Bruyne? And don't say because De Bruyne.
He's the only player that actually looks like he's going to create a chance for Haaland.
No, he didn't. He didn't look like he did anything against United. Say it as it is.
Who else did Foden? Did Doku? Did Bernardo?
Foden did more, yeah.
What about
did he create anything for Haaland, though? Nunes.
He didn't much more, but at least he tried more.
But hang on.
And by the way, I'm not saying KDB shit. I think KDB's knackered now. I think he's played too many games in a run. He needs a rest.
Yeah, but hang on. Nunes, people were saying, he's got to play. Nunes.
Hang on, I haven't told you he's on my left wing yet.
This was before the United game.
My left wing yet.
This is before the United game. And by the way,
that's a bit
hard. That as well.
Bro, funny how people say, KDB did nothing against United. Well, not remember that chance he put on the plate for Haaland against Juventus at 0-0. Unbelievable pass.
But you didn't ask me about Juventus.
No, I didn't ask you about United, but you wanted to throw that in there.
No, I said based on the last performance.
Right, go on.
I'm sorry, you are running your favourite boys' agendas clubs here. I don't know what you're doing.
Grealish and Doku, favourite. All right.
No, you just got KDB.
Grealish and Doku are not in my favourite players. So I'm not doing that.
You had a better game against Derby. Foden or KDB? Be honest.
I think neither of them played particularly well.
Foden. Foden was better. In
He
my
played
opinion.
all right. He was all right. He wasn't great. What are we doing here?
Foden was better, but you can't drop
He was
De Bruyne.
better. He was better, but like let's be real. It still wasn't great, was it?
If we'd
So
have
you
played
tell-
midweek, I wouldn't start De Bruyne. We didn't. De Bruyne starts. He's had a week off. What more time does he want?
This is why selling plays becomes too hard, because everyone is so emotionally on the attachment with them, and they can't do it. They can't let them go.
It's De Bruyne we're talking about here.
And
Yeah,
I
the
know
best
it's
player
De
we've ever
Bruyne.
had.
I'm not denying it isn't De Bruyne, LB.
He
I
created an
love De Bruyne.
unbelievable
I
chance
think, like,
against Juventus.
He's really wound up about this being dropping De Bruyne.
No, you know what? I probably with Gilles, yeah. I could start. You know what I might
By the
do?
way, I'm not dropping him. I'm resting him.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I changed my mind. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop Doku. I'm going to put Savio left wing, Foden right wing. Talk to me.
Foden right, Savio left.
Yep. What was that game about 2 weeks ago where Savio started on the left against Spurs when we got beat? Yeah. First 10, 15 minutes, Savio started on the left-hand side, was cooking on gas, and then for some reason, after 10 minutes, he put him on the right, and then he was rubbish. I don't know why he did that. So I put Savio left, Foden right, and then I played De Bruyne, Kovacic, and O'Reilly.
De Bruyne, Kovacic.
De Bruyne,
O'Reilly.
Kovacic, O'Reilly. So your three's that.
Yes. Talk to me. That's decent, isn't it?
So who's your... No, it's not decent. No,
What do you mean it's not decent? What do you mean
No,
it's not
it's
decent?
not.
Why? What's wrong with that now?
I would start 2 of those 3, but I wouldn't start O'Reilly.
Why? What's wrong with that?
I'm going to get hammered again about academy, but I'd start the I'll tell you what, scrap what I said. This is what I'm going with. Kovacic, Grealish, De Bruyne in the middle, right? Foden out right, Savio left.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's chill. I'm cool with that.
I'm giving me 4, giving me midfield in my front. I'm going to go Kovacic. I'm going to go Phil Foden. I'm going to go... Who was the other one? Running out of freaking names. So you've thrown me now with this KDB stuff. And...
Paul Pogba.
No.
Marcus Rashford.
Oh, I'd have a bit of Rashford, but we'll get on to that in the next part.
God.
Bloody hell. What is that? Jesus Christ.
He's not having it. He's not having
No
it.
one's bloody having that. Yeah,
Right,
I'll tell you what,
wingers. Pardon?
you've had a mayor on here, Martin. You've come on here. You've hammered us.
I haven't.
To
Do
start.
you know what? Listen. I don't mind it. Yeah, my midfield. As much as I'm going to say should do, will be Bernardo. I'm going to go Nunes on the left, Doku on the right, Haaland up top.
Right.
And you're all looking at me now going, Nunes on the left. The guy has the most goal involvements in all of
not
our
playing.
world.
No. You do
But
not get.
But he does.
No. You do not get. Martin, please. You do not get to start a game when you make an error like that.
Then we'll drop half the fucking team again and we'll never play him again then.
You do not. Nah, it's unacceptable, man. You can't start him in the next game when he made 2 errors. In fact, he made 3 errors because he was at fault for the second goal as well, which I didn't even know until I watched it back.
Did you watch Gavardio doing the frigging river dance on the line?
It's not as bad as what Nunes did.
Back heel.
You can't start Nunes. You can't do. You've got to have standards. You've got to have standards. You can't play him in the next game when you drop errors like that in the derby. You can't. You've got to show the players that you can't get away with these errors. Don't worry. You can just basically single-handedly lose us the game against United. Oh, don't worry. You'll play the next match.
In a different position, to be fair. In a different
position. Exactly. By the way, I did say different position. But no, what we've got to do is kill him and end his footballing career.
No, it's not about that.
This is why we've become a gender-driven idiots.
It's not about that. Play him. I don't mind playing him in the next game after Villa, but you can't play him in the game after he's just made error like that for me. You've got to show the players that, yo, we are a serious institution, man. You can't just be making errors like that and then don't worry, you'll play the next match. Actions have consequences. You can't make a 15-yard pass, right? And then you go bulldoze him over and give a penalty away. Then you don't play the next game. I'm not saying never start him again.
So how come Josh Calgabardio started all the games? Oh, he's tired. He's tired.
Well, probably due to the fact we don't have any other players.
Yeah.
And it's not as bad as what Nunes.
This is
not as bad as
did
what
you watch
Nunes.
the final game? Did you watch the final game?
Yes, I watched the final
doing a
game.
watch along a different game.
Yeah, I did the final.
Calgabardio fucked up majorly. Let's say it as it is. Let's stop this agenda, favoritism bullshit, please.
Was he single-handedly at fault for the reason why we didn't win that game?
Again, yeah, for one of the goals, yeah. Edison
it wasn't at single fault for the reason we didn't win the game, though. There was 3 goals. He wasn't involved in all 3 of them, was he? Nunes was involved in both of them. I'm not saying never start him again or never play him again. I'm saying you can't start him.
I'm not even playing him at left back.
I'm literally saying I'm not saying that.
Winger all season.
I don't care.
You don't care.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Guardiola has to play.
All right, then. Well, in your case, then drop Haaland. Haaland needs to go to the bench. We bring on Muamba.
You know what I would have done? If we had a backup striker, I probably would. But the club decided not to sign anyone. The club decided not to sign anyone. I will sell Alvarez for 80 million. Yeah. Oh, mint. Look at this. All this money the club's making. Net profit trophy. Yeah. Oh, we don't have a backup striker, so we can't drop him. I'd be happy to drop Haaland if we had another player, but we didn't have one.
Not for Villa. Haaland's got to play.
Well, yeah, not for Villa, but I'm saying, like, when he's out of form, I would be happy to drop him, but we can't drop him. We've got no other players, man.
By the way, I love your man management style. I'm not dropping him forever. I'm just going to drop him for the next game after he's dropped the bollock, which will kill his confidence completely out. I'll bring him back the next game after.
I just threw Nunes' name out.
It's a professional sport, man. It's not a creche. You get paid 150 grand a week. You make an error that costs us a game. You don't play the next match. Why? I don't get why people are getting like, oh, we can't do that.
I haven't, but I'm not. Hang on a minute. I said Nunes was shit. You know, you've been on show, said he was shit last week for that 10 minutes. Don't think he was shit all the time. But what I will say is this BS of, all right, he can never play again because he's made an error. Then you might as well take out 75%.
I've not said that, though. I've not said he can never play again. I'm saying he doesn't play the game straight after.
Well, other people have when they've made errors.
Not as bad as that. Not as bad as what he did against United, bro. Nah.
Can I ask a question? A genuine question?
Yeah.
And I want you to be sensible. Let's be really sensible now.
Okay, I'll be sensible.
KDB does that manoeuvre at Forest, yeah?
Manoeuvre? What
Chris
manoeuvre?
Wood goes on and scores.
What? Oh, yeah.
Is that not the same error?
But he didn't score. He missed.
That wasn't what I did. I said hypothetically. Jesus.
Hang on, say that again.
He didn't score. He didn't score.
KDB did the exact same thing as Nunes. One resulted in a goal and one didn't. But they both fucked up.
Yeah.
Are you still
De
playing
Bruyne
the
starts?
That's what I'm saying.
I'd also say De Bruyne's got credit in the bank. Nunes hasn't got credit in the bank.
Nunes has had credit in the bank since the day he signed for this football club. Because all you've heard is...
because when you sign for a football club, you don't have credit in the bank.
Driver that for some guy who watches about as much as Manchester City as I do having a diet. I am sorry, it is bullshit. Stop listening to people's agendas.
It's not agenda, but he's not good enough. So that's what I'm saying, bro. He should never.
Right,
he shouldn't be here.
It's not an agenda. Sorry, Lewis. It's not an agenda to say that we don't want Nunes to play left. I was the one who brought him up.
Accepted from the day he got into this.
But why not?
Because he wasn't a big enough name,
bro. I was calling him Yaya Nunes. I wanted to back the guy.
Yeah.
It's not my fault Pep doesn't trust him in the midfield, is it? Is it my fault that Pep never plays him in midfield because he doesn't trust him? Why does he not trust him?
I played him left back. I played him left wing, by the way. This is the thing. I played him in his actual position where he's actually had the most goal involvement out of anyone in our whole squad.
So
more than Grealish, more than Savio, more than Foden, more than KDB.
So you're saying You would play Nunes over KDB tomorrow. Martin.
No, no,
You're
Nunes on
saying,
the wing
yeah, I know, but you're dropping KDB, right?
to have a rest. I think he needs a rest.
But he's just had a week off.
He's just a week off.
I
How
thought
much
against
rest does
United,
he-
he looked very leggy. He looked poor.
He's just had 5 whole days off.
So would you sell him then? Would you sell him in January, De Bruyne? If he can't play 2 games a week, i.e. Sunday, Saturday,
I'm not saying sell him in Jan. No.
he's just had a week off and you're saying you need to rest him, even though he's just had a week off.
Same rest.
And we don't play after tomorrow. We don't play for another 5 days.
No, because we play the 26th and 28th, is it? We've got like 2 games in
29th.
28 hours. 2 games in 72 hours.
Yeah, but that's then. Then you can rest him one of them 2. You don't rest him in the Villa one, then play him twice in 72 hours. You play him today. If you're going to rest him against Leicester or Everton. Not Villa away after 5 days break. That's madness.
Yeah, because you're expecting to get beat at Villa. I'm expecting to beat Everton and Leicester, mate.
Yeah, but we don't go to Villa and say, "Oh well, we're going to get beat. We'll leave our best
And
player."
no, we
on the
can't be
bench."
that arrogant to where we think, oh, we can rest all our top players against Everton and Leicester. We're not in that position right now.
Yeah, but you can't rest De Bruyne. You cannot go to
What are
Villa.
we
And say,
saying?
we'll probably lose
Oh my
this.
God.
We'll probably lose to Villa. Let's just drop De Bruyne.
I can't
No,
wait till we
we
get to the
can't.
transfer stuff because Jesus, there's going to be people having mourning ceremonies when some of these players leave.
Right,
There's gonna be, like,
let's.
also.
I can't deal with this. De Bruyne needs a rest when he's just had a week off. So let's move on to transfer before we end the show. Smash the like up if you've not done so already, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Bro, this show's on madness, man. It's one of my best shows of the week. I love it. It's fucking insane.
No, hang a minute. But by the way, I just said left wing. I don't get. All I've said is today, like, the Coventry stuff was a wind up. I said rest KDB.
Yeah, even though he's had a week off. Yeah.
Yeah.
LB, you want to play after youngsters, even though we all had a week off.
I want to play 2 youngsters
But why do all had a week off?
because the players that have had a week off are not good enough, in my opinion.
And KDB last week was not good enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, but before that,
But
he's
Nunes-
one of our best
Hey,
players.
Nunes.
No, I'm not playing Nunes back at left
We've
back.
got KDB because he wasn't going to go against United. We'll play Nunes, guys. We'll play Nunes.
Because he's
Still
been our
gone off
best
here.
finger.
No, I agree. And
I'm
you know
playing him in
what?
his best position.
No,
I'm
Martin,
not
right.
playing him left back.
Martin, I agree with you. And I don't like saying that he needs to be dropped, but I can't accept as a fan, me personally, yeah. You
It's
know,
the derby, and I get it. It's the derby that's
he's
triggered
fucked
it
me
all.
off. Samir Nasri got the same treatment, yeah, when he
And it
fucking
only came off his ass.
when he bitched out of that fucking wall for the free kick for RVP. Yeah, he got the same treatment. Yeah, you make mistakes, especially against United. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you got to have to hold that, man. And all I'm saying is he just doesn't play the next game. Play him against Everton, no problem. But against United, you do not make those mistakes against United. So one team you do not make those mistakes against is United, and he made 3. The pass, the foul, and then he didn't shut Diallo on the 3rd. So that's what I'm saying, bro. I get that he's been our best left winger. 100% agree. I actually kind of like him out there. But bro, I can't. I struggle to put him in the team after those mistakes.
I tell you, if you ever have children, I feel damn sorry for them. you are not having no Christmas this year. Next year you can, but you've been too naughty.
Yeah, but we do have solid options in midfield tomorrow. I know we've got injury problems, but there are options there. I wouldn't start Nunes. I like Nunes and I like him out on the left, but tomorrow I just wouldn't start him.
So you're putting left wing because I think Doku's been shit.
Savio.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been great.
No, Martin, do you remember the Spurs game, right? You do, because we got beat 4-0. You'll never forget it, right? That first 13, that first 13, 14 minutes, yeah? That first 13, 14 minutes where we actually played well, Savio was on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, he then got moved back out to the right after like 13, 14 minutes, and we went to shit. Why did that happen?
I'm not sure if that's a Pep thing, you know. Or do they do it? Because this is what confuses me. Look, remember the Chelsea game when Pep said, didn't they swap on their own? Pep set him up on the wrong
Yeah, Chelsea
it
was.
on their own.
Chelsea.
So this is what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not sure anymore because if you watch in a few games, they do that quite a lot. Doku literally swaps about as he's going along.
Yeah.
It's very weird how he does it. So to me, I actually think that first 14 minutes against Tottenham was amazing. We should have been 2 or 3 up before Tottenham even got near us.
Mm. Yeah, no.
100% we were cooking.
Just
But
not
then I
clinical,
look
is
at that Forest 11, and I think it was also the most balanced we've been for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So-
know that Forest game, but we had the best back four we want, and we had the
Yeah.
back four that everyone wants. So then they
And
put
you
two
had
of them got
Grealish in the
injured.
middle, but you had Gundogan in there. It's
Yeah.
like, by the way, I've dropped Gundogan, and I think Gundogan's probably been our best midfielder in the last 3 games. And I've
Yeah.
dropped Gundo, by the way.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you've gone against everything you said.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a good job
Right,
this is
let-
called the
let-
Waffle Show.
No,
Yeah,
hang on.
let's
Yes,
move
I'm
on
going
to-
to swap Gundo for Bernardo, but I'll get cooked for that now.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
To be honest with you, bro, I think we'll just get cooked for anything. Let me go through these chats and then we'll come on to transfers before we end up wrapping up, man.
Oh,
Guys, smash
Jesus.
these likes up, man. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Built to NV, man, says, what's up, LB? I don't see Man City making any signings in January. We'll speak about it in a second, bro. I think we will. I've got some
We're all
news.
going on holiday.
Yeah,
then.
we will. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I got some news,
definitely
bro.
will.
Big up to NV, man.
Cool.
Big up to Vasco says, what needs to be asked is why these players getting injured all the time. There's something shady happening in this medical department. Maybe the doctors are trash, says Vasco. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe it's just a case of we're just going for a really bad period and we're rushing players back in and they just keep getting injured. Could the medical staff be doing something better? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's being said in the medical department. We don't know what the staff are saying to Pep. So we'll never know that, unfortunately. Big up Josh says, big up gents. I see you signing 4 and winning the Premier League, says Josh. I don't see it,
Is that your alternate account there, Tone?
Oh, yeah. Good lad, Joshua. Good lad.
Is he
Big up to
related?
Nick.
He
Says
must be smart.
Foden was more influential when KDB went off. I actually thought we looked all right when KDB went off. I actually thought we looked pretty balanced. I thought when Kovacic came on against United, I actually said it
argument with for 40 minutes, Dan.
because we still didn't create jack shit, mate. That's why.
I'm sure you just like to argue. If Andy said the roof was, you like to argue for arguing sometimes.
No, I don't. I don't like to argue for arguments. Actually, really not a confrontational person, bro. But I the thing is, yeah, I have my opinions. Yeah, when it comes to City, bro.
Fight.
Opinions
I have my agendas.
My opinions have to be aired, bro.
They're not
Big up
opinions,
Sai.
they're agendas.
Yeah, they're not agendas. Big up Sai with the 16 months. Says Foden showed his best form this year, and LB wants to drop him. Come on, yeah, Sai. I hold it. I want to move into right wing. I play him right wing. Yeah, you can't drop Foden, man. I agree. I play him right wing. Amar says at least Nunes gives a shit, unlike KDB and others. Says Amar.
Oh, that's harsh.
And MTFC said, when should we expect actual concrete news from guys like Arnett and Fab about who we want? Getting tiring with a million links a day from people trying to guess, says MCFC. Well, we'll come on to that now, bro. Big up for this donation. Transfers, boys.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, boys? I'm gonna go big here, boys. Yeah. I think we make minimum 3 signings, not including Echeverry.
Hang on, LB, I'm calling you in this. 2
What?
days ago, you said we were signing 4. Yesterday, you said we were signing none. You've woke up today saying we're signing 3. Martin, am I wrong?
Yeah, okay. Bro, here's the thing, yeah. Sometimes the situation happens and you'll see something, it'll change your mind slightly, like an emotional reaction.
Yeah, you were emotional yesterday. You said none.
Yeah, but I actually was just emotional at that point, right? So
Right.
I think we're going to
fine.
sign 3 players minimum, plus Echeverry.
I think the plan. This doesn't mean it'll happen. Is 4, and the budget's there for 4.
Yes. 4 boys.
That's what was told yesterday. I told you to. The plan is 4. Doesn't mean they'll get 4. Whatever the budget is, doesn't mean they'll spend it. But I believe the plan is 4. Whether that includes players going, I don't know. Wasn't told about that. I was just told that they're looking for around 4 players. Which
I think we're going to try for 4 players, boys. I think we're trying for 4. Now, whether we get 4, I don't know. But I think we're going to try for 4. I think Echeverry is obviously coming in. I reckon the club know we're a mess. I think the club are going to go big. TK does not want to go out on an L. He's going to want to buy some mint players for us. So then in the 2 years, when we think back at Tiki, he's like, yeah, he had a bit of a dodgy period, but he ended with all these ballers. I think we're going to go big January. I think we're going to sign a minimum of 3 players plus Echeverry.
I think 2. I still stand by it. Will be 2 max, unless McAtee goes, then maybe 3. If Walker goes, then maybe 4. I think it'll be 2 as it stands right now, and I think it'll be a midfielder and a defender.
Yeah, man. The bad news is, bro. Like, I don't think we're getting Bruno now. I don't think we're going to get Bruno. Did you see what Bruno was saying 2 days ago about how much he loves Newcastle? That he's a Newcastle fan. He's going to retire being a Newcastle fan and all that kind of stuff. I don't think we're getting Bruno, lads. I think Bruno could be a rip.
Yeah, I wouldn't completely discount it. It's just difficult to do in Jan. Yeah, I think the reason why everyone went...
It's not difficult to do in Jan. I'm not having this. It's not difficult.
Go on, explain to us why it's not difficult.
It's not difficult. Put 90 million down on the table and go, let's
well,
go.
yeah.
No, what this is now is show your balls or don't. Newcastle are not turning down 90 million quid. They're not doing it. I don't care where they are or what they are. They are not turning down 90 million quid. They are desperate for money, like a woman on the street corner.
So why is Bruno coming out saying all this stuff now then?
Because that's what you call PR stuff. Because he has to. City might not come with the bid.
So why would he say that though, in case we do come with the bid?
What do you want him to say? Oh, everyone
don't say anything. Why say that? If you think there's a chance you might be leaving the football club, why would you say that?
No, but the thing is, think of it this way: Newcastle are not going to make any money out of selling Callum Wilson, Almiron, and bloody whoever else. They're getting peanuts. They need money for their PSR.
I just don't know why he said this. Why would you say this?
Right, but why did Eddie Howe say we've got to sell to buy him, John?
No, I agree with what you're saying. That's why I think we can get him. But then why is this guy coming out saying this?
Because it's just PR. And by the way, you don't know if he's even said that or whether he's agent or he's PR.
It says it. Bruno Guimaraes.
When did he say this, allegedly?
3 days, apparently.
Yeah, well, that was posted 3 days ago. Doesn't mean he said it then. You know, he might have said that when he signed a new contract or got made captain in the summer. Look, how many times do we see players say, I love it here, I'm not bloody going. 3 weeks later, they're off. You know, if Bruno G, in my opinion, and you two will probably say I'm arrogant here, but in my opinion, if Manchester City go in with a 80, 90 mil bid, Newcastle will probably accept it and he'll move. He will want the move. I think he will want, if he's offered the chance to join Man City, he will take it. It all comes down to if City go in. Same thing as last summer. It all comes down to will City go in with the bid. But I'm completely with Martin in a way. City have put themselves in this position, and we said this at the start of the show, so it's tough shit. Get out there, get the money out, you've ballsed up, so now you're going to have to pay over the odds. For whoever it is, you pay. Someone said release clause for Edison. I wasn't aware that he had one, but if Edison's 50 mil and there is no release clause, they're going to say, well, we want 80 if you want him in Jan.
I don't like that Edison.
No, you don't rate him, do you?
Nah, I've watched him twice, yeah, which is only twice, but I can only tell you what I've watched. And I think he's lethargic, doesn't cover, doesn't move very quickly. On the ball ability doesn't seem quite to be there. And by the way, Spartacus, who's a Brazilian, who watched Edison play for his Brazilian club in a chat, he said this before I even watched him. He said, watch out for his on the ball ability. It's not ideal, and it's not ideal. I just don't see it. It's only 2 games. Maybe he's been played better in the games I've not seen, but I just don't see it. I don't see that Edison as a maybe as a.
I'm gonna say it again. We bid 90 million quid. Newcastle accepts. Don't matter what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, or if I'm in charge of the person, the budget is what I was told yesterday, I'd be right on Newcastle's door on the 1st to say, is 90 mil. 90 mil, no bloody bonuses and all that shite.
Bro, I pay whatever, man. It's not my money. I pay 120 million. I would pay all the money, man. It's not my money. Like, pay the money. It could help us win an FA Cup. It could help us potentially win the Champions League if you get a couple of others in there as well. I really like the guy. I think he's mega. Yeah, I think he's literally a perfect player for us. He wins ground duels. He plays through balls. He's good on the ball. Like, look at his stats. Look at his numbers. Look at the compilations, man. This guy's what we need, in my opinion. So I'd do everything we can get in, but I just not confident after he said that recently. But
No,
like
but
Martin said, I think if you put the money out there and then at the moment it's not real, is it, for him? Because
This is the
transfer window-
problem. This is the problem with this whole thing. We can sit here and say we've got 200 mil to spend, we've got this to spend, we've got that to spend. But the simple fact of it is we have to show our mettle.
Yeah.
If we don't, then it doesn't matter what we do.
Yeah. I think, look, if the budget is what it is, I would bring back Doyle, but I would also sign Branthwaite, Robinson, and Bruno G. If I just had to have a go at it, realistically, perhaps everybody's tough to get in Jan, right? But that's who I would go for: Branthwaite, Robinson, and Bruno G. And if you're talking 4, then I would clear out McAtee and bring in a striker.
I'm going to say McAtee sold or loaned. Wilson Ashbrand gone.
Yeah. Wright's going, by the way, apparently. I heard yesterday, maybe going out on loan.
I'm only going to say Walker will depend on a replacement.
Yes. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? Imagine if we did that. If we got Bruno G, Robinson, and then a centre back in January, would you be happy with that? Plus Echeverry, or do you think we need one more?
Say that again.
We got Bruno G, Robinson, left back from Fulham, and then a defender, because I don't know if you're going to be able to get Branthwaite in January, guys.
It depends who's there. What about if we recall Doyle, got in Robinson, Bruno G, and a striker? 3 signings and Doyle back.
Do we have a recall option for Doyle? Because you don't automatically have one. The selling, the club that takes him has to agree to it. Do we have a recall option?
Not sure. I don't know if someone in the chat knows, but
who could we get, guys? What centre back could we get that we could legit actually sign? What's this Diamande saying, by the way? I see it. You go. A lot of people talking about him. He could play right back, I think, as well for Sporting Lisbon. Diamande.
Yeah, I would prefer what Josh was put there, Mike Gay.
I like him.
Good,
I think he's good, man.
He's got 12 months left in his deal. Well, 18 months.
Yeah,
18 months. I think you go in 50, 60 mil.
I think 60 mil does it in January. I know people say they wanted 70, 80 mil in the summer. Yeah, but he's only got 18 months left for his deal now. Do you know what I mean? And there's no guarantee that someone will come in for him in the summer. So, yeah, I like him. But I think we need a player that can play on the right as well, because Stones is getting injured and is Walker at that level. So for me, this Diamande guy, is he good enough? Bissek, I know City have looked at that Bissek.
I don't know about Diamande.
City have to make signings. They have to do. You know, you're not going to get a Fring Pong in Jan. You're not going to get this in Jan. There's certain players that will be not achievable in Jan, whether we like it or not. We're going to have to wait till the summer.
Yeah,
that's just football.
Yeah, I don't think Kimmich either. Don't think that happens in Jan.
So we have to go with what we can, get people in, spend some money, but it has to be. What I don't want to do is spend 3 weeks fighting around on one player.
Facts. We need it quick time, man.
We need it now.
Yeah, we need it now. This is why, for me, bro, the club should be making these negotiations now.
I get
and they might be doing that.
The thing with Bruno is it's like Zubimendi. It's having a set of balls and a bit of ambition. If your ambition is top 8, then fine, Bruno. Enjoy yourself, mate. Enjoy. You know, he's 28 soon. And this is not a dig at Newcastle fans, but this is just a harsh reality. You ain't making Champions League this year. You might not make. So then you've got to go another year.
Rate, bro.
No, but then you've got to go another year to try and qualify for it.
No,
and he's going to be 30 before he plays in it.
He might just wait for the summer, though.
His career's dead.
He might just
name.
He might just wait for the summer, Martin. He might just wait for the summer. He might not want to leave in the middle of a season.
I just wish some of these players show a bit of ambition.
Another name, Morgan Gibbs-White. Look, a lot of people go, what? But he's having a blinding season as a Forest. Look, will they want to lose him in Jan? No, they've got their own ambitions as well. But he's another one City like. They definitely like him. So
that Gibbs-White, you know, I'm starting to just open my eyes a little bit on him, because When
Yeah,
I
he's
seen
good.
him playing initially, I didn't really like him, but I'm seeing him play a little bit more now. I've seen him run midfield. I'm seeing him like his delivery into the box is unbelievable. I've seen some stats on Twitter recently that put him in like the top tier of like fucking creative fucking balls or whatever. So he could be an option, but I don't know, man. I don't know. What about Murillo? Could we get Murillo out of Forest?
I wasn't impressed with him at the Etihad.
Was he not?
No. But I thought he was a lot smaller than I thought he was. Really was.
Yeah, I don't know about him.
Just
I think he's 6 foot.
didn't look 6 foot.
You know.
Really? Now maybe it's me because I'm only 5'3". I don't know. No, I don't know. There's something about because I watched him because he didn't have Murillo on the back of his shirt, which that's the bit. That's what threw me with him. That's what threw me with him. I went because I went like that. I went, this Murillo fight. Who is he? He's not playing. Then my son went, no, he's Brazilian. He's got a different name on his shirt. Dad said, okay.
Yeah.
Then I understood it.
There's people asking about Kimmich. I don't think that happens. Just because if Kimmich waits 6 months, he gets a massive signing on fee wherever he goes. He basically gets the transfer fee plus the signing on fee if he waits.
City will already be looking now.
He's in no rush.
City are there now. City are talking, they're looking. I think what I've been told, they're waiting on a couple of decisions from players.
And how long are they going to wait? Can I ask you, do you know how long? Have they set these players' deadlines?
No, that's what I don't know. That's the question. I don't know if they have set these deadlines. If they haven't, they might drag us along until the middle of Jan. But then City have to grow a set and go, no, you tell us by this day or we move. This is 4 weeks. It's not a long time.
I know. That's why you need to be doing it now.
It's not
They will be doing it now. They will be doing it now. They will be doing it now. I know there's some City fans out there who don't think we're going to sign anyone. Yeah, I see a couple people in the chat saying we ain't signing anyone in January. I don't trust the board. I still believe, even though this board have made mistakes in the last 2 transfer windows, I believe that they know that they've made mistakes and that they will sort it out in January. So for me, I think we are going to sign. I think we're going to sign at least 2, and I think they're going to try for 4. I really think they're going to try for 4 players.
Yeah, I completely agree. They will sign, mate. They're definitely going to sign. Well, I was told yesterday they are. Yeah. 100% they're going to sign someone. They will. They will get in. They will get involved with somebody for sure.
Can I ask you this question? On this question, can I just put a real dunk and a roll one in?
Yeah.
Go on. Oh, you're going to say his name, aren't you?
No.
Not Rashford or Pogba, please.
No. I've left them alone.
Oh, I thought I was going to say Rashford.
We don't sign anyone, LB.
If we don't sign anyone, then
your WhatsApp yesterday was a bit negative. You were like 115, and I'll.
Bro, if we don't sign anyone in January, I'm sorry, I'll put it out there. I think we're guilty of 115. I just genuinely think that like there's literally no reason you can't sign a player. If we don't spend any money at all in January, I feel the worst. I'll be real. I feel the worst because this is a season that this squad is desperate. I think the players need to see other players coming in because they need a boost. Pep needs a boost. The fans need a boost. They only spent 25 million in the summer, so there's no excuse on money. You know, apparently we have 350 million of PSR capacity. If we don't sign anyone, I'm just saying, like, for me, then I'm like, yo, are you trying to tell us you think you might be guilty here? You don't want to sign players or something? On the flip side, to be more positive, chat, on the flip side, if we go and spend 150 million, 200 million in January, or even 100 million in January, I'll probably go, well, they're probably not guilty then. They probably feel they're not guilty because why would you spend 100 million? Why would you spend 100 million pound months before you're about to find out if you get guilty or not?
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, yeah? I don't know anything. I'm just saying as a fan. My club is struggling. We've won 1 game in 11. We obviously need signings. If we don't sign anyone, I'm thinking to myself, this ain't looking good. If we sign loads of players, sign 3 or 4 players, or even 2, but you spend 120 million, I'll be like, yo, probably going to be fine. And listen, you might not be able to read anything into it. I'm just saying what I think. You don't have to agree with me, innit?
Can I just say, Tone, you know all this, I love Newcastle. The Newcastle fans are giving it the biggin in the chat, 115, you're getting down, it's that and the other.
Oh, are they? Really?
That's
told
You're
you,
going to
Joe.
take your best player soon, lads.
I told you some
Yeah.
Newcastle fans were not as nice.
That's because you want to take one of their prized asset, and you're saying that he's going to kill his career by staying at Newcastle.
No,
I never said
no,
that.
hang a minute. But what's up with ambition?
No, I know, mate. But it's like, remember
He's
when
8th, he's 9th,
mate,
he's 10th. What is this?
Remember when we were shit, right? And we lost Sean Wright Phillips to Chelsea. Remember how much that hurt?
Yeah.
That hurt. If we get Bruno G, that'll hurt them. And you're going, if he fucking stays at Newcastle, he's going to kill his career.
Because you don't understand PSR.
I think for me, I'll tell you something about the Newcastle PSR.
Can I just say, because I was going to keep this very quiet, but I'm just going to put a couple of people a little bit in the rate from your post-match the other night, because I watched it all back now, and there was a couple of shots ding-dong fired at me. Yeah, I did notice, a couple of little cheeky shot ones. So, boys, here we go. Flex muscle time. People on, because there was a chat of McAtee here and the Bruno money there. No, because where I've tried to explain the PSR, and I'll put it in layman's terms. Bruno, Newcastle had put it in June. The release clause.
Yeah.
Which means it had to go on the 23-24 books.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't have just sold McAtee, because McAtee wouldn't have gone until July. Then he goes on the 24-25 books. 2 separate years. So you couldn't have sold one to counter the other one because of where Newcastle put their release clause. People forget June and July are separate years. When it comes to football. So that's why it's because there was a little bit of confusion about that from the stream the other day.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see who we get, but I do think we're going to sign players. I think we're going to sign at least 3. I think we're going to spend money, and let's see what happens, man.
I think
we'll sign 3.
I think we will sign
plus
3 and 1 will go. I believe the net will be 2 plus 2 at the end, whatever it is, whether it's 4-2, 3-1, 2-0. I think the net will be 2 by the end. I think we will add 2 to the squad, which could be 4 players, if you see what I'm saying. So, and I think we will spend, because a little word I was told yesterday, the club are well aware of the perception if they don't go and spend. I mean, and people say, oh, the club won't give a shit. They definitely do. They definitely do care. Trust me, because they're telling people to shut up in and around, which is pissing everyone off. So the club are definitely bothered about what people are saying at the moment and the perception of the club. And if they go and spend no money or get a free transfer, Paul Pogba and shit like that in January, that everybody's thinking shit, we're guilty. If they go out first week of Jan and go and spend 80-90 mil on someone, then it's like, bang, we're back. We must be fine. There's no way. Sorry, I was just going to say, there is no way the club do not have any indication of what's going on with 115, by the way. Someone said, oh, they wouldn't have any clue. You're talking about Lord Panic and all these people. Even if it hasn't gone our way, they will definitely have some indication as to where it's going.
Well, 100%. The lawyer who done that, so Panic can then go back to City and say, we struggled on this case. We struggled on this bit of the argument, but on this bit of the argument, this charge, we cooked them. Like, they had no answer. You know what I mean? So, like, the lawyers will have a feel for how the argument went. Now, that doesn't mean their feel would be right. They could come out there and go, oh, we cooked them on every single point. We're winning every single one. And then they get the thing that you've lost every single one. But they'll definitely have an idea of how the argument went. So they will have an idea. But listen, I think that in the January window, I think we're signing 3 players minimum plus Echeverry. I think we're going to spend some cash. If we don't, how much cash? I think we'll spend 170
net.
Just 170 spend.
Spend.
Yeah, just gross spend.
I want that net spend trophy.
Yeah, I think we're going to spend 170. I think we'll buy. I hope we get Bruno. I hope we do, but his comments are a bit weird. And now
don't say that. You're getting all the Newcastle fans attacking us now.
No, because obviously I want Bruno. Bruno's a mint player, but and Eddie Howe said they might have to sell a big player. He can't guarantee that they won't sell one. But now he's coming out saying this Bruno You're getting that Craig Hope guy now saying it's more likely to be the summer. So now I'm like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? So I hopefully get him. If not, get Zubimendi, get a defender, get an attacker. We're cooking on gas.
Yeah, Zubimendi is almost too obvious of a signing because of the release clause. It's so ridiculous that it's right in your face. We need him. We know what he costs. It's obviously on him if he wants to move. If it's true that he regrets not moving, if it's true. I mean, it's such an obvious signing, isn't it? But that's why it's almost too obvious that they won't do it.
I don't know, because if it isn't Bruno and it isn't Zubimendi, who the hell is it?
We're not even being linked with Zubimendi.
Who is it?
Martin,
No.
you know about the football, yeah? You know about how shit works, right? Do you not think, right, if City had agreed to get Zubimendi and we've agreed the terms of Zubimendi, you not think this would have been leaked in from Spain? Not think it would have had some links.
City might have kept it quiet, but Spain definitely would have.
We would definitely have heard something from Spanish
Spain
press
are gobshites, yeah.
Zubi City or something like that, and on fucking their magazines.
The only thing
Because
you've heard is actually Liverpool coming out of Spain. The Liverpool links.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just weird, isn't it? It's so weird. Would you go Kimmich? Yeah. If you can't get Bruno, you can't get Zubimendi. Would you go Kimmich? I would.
Christ, yes. Bloody hell, yes.
I know he's Kimmich isn't attainable.
No, I wanted Kimmich. I know Kimmich is probably at the I think Kimmich is probably at the upper age limit that we need to sign. But if you can't get Zubimendi and you can't get Bruno,
Kimmich,
for 30 mil, you can play play right back.
What about Reinders?
Apparently, he's just signed a new deal, hasn't he?
I know apparently he hasn't signed it.
I got told we signed it, man.
I think he's about to. That's what I last heard, but I don't know.
Don't know, weird.
Look, there's midfielders out there. We just, there'll be plenty of good players. We just don't know them all. And City may go for someone that maybe not many people have heard of. And we go, oh, what about the lad at Lisbon? It begins with H. I can never pronounce it. Humland or something?
I call him Yumland, but I have no idea where it's
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, it could be him. No one really talks about him.
Is he a 6 though? Is he a 6? I don't know who he is.
I don't know, to be honest. No, I'm not sure.
What about Tonali? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stop winding up. Hey, yo, I'm mates with the Newcastle fans. Chill out, you.
I go on Pete's channel as well. Don't you give me that bullshit?
Would you take? I know not DM, yeah, but would you take Olmo? Would you take Olmo from Barcelona if they can't register him or whatever? I don't know the full ins and outs. I've just been told they've got to sell him or something.
Yeah, City have been interested before when we went in for Guardiola. They tried to get Olmo as well.
Over who?
Well, you just don't sign an attacking midfielder this January. You get Olmo. He's an attacker, isn't it? And he can play false 9. By the way, if you're not getting Wirtz or Musiala, Olmo's not a bad player to get.
That's what I was about to say. So
you're not getting one of them. I'd get him, me. If I'm being told 100% that I can't get Musiala or Wirtz, I'd get Olmo.
What about Xavi? What about Bayana and Sudakov? No, but that's someone.
Bayana and Sudakov. You know what's mad? You know Danny, who comes on the channel for my match reactions and stuff, right? He did a tweet yesterday and said he watched Sudakov and he actually played mint.
I've heard good things about him. Yeah,
well, I've watched him twice. He's been terrible both times.
Oh, really?
I've heard some amazing things about them.
I have, yeah. I really have, yeah.
Really bad.
And really bad.
Really, really bad. I watched him against Arsenal. Horrific.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. But there's clearly mixed things. If he is that good, hopefully they'll get him. If not,
yeah, go on, Gary. Tell Martin, man. Go on, tell him off, lad. Marty, come on, man. Don't be winding up.
No. I'm saying, no, listen. No, Gary, I'm not even trying to do this in a nasty way. You're not going to make Champions League this year, with respect.
Paul, I wouldn't count them completely out of it.
Where are they in the league?
You?
Let me have a look.
In this Premier League season, it's bloody shocking.
Bro, they're only fucking 5 points off of... They're 4 points off of 5th.
Right, so we might as well say United can make top 4 then.
They probably can.
Okay, man.
bro, between United, who are 13th, and City, who are 15th, there's only 5 points in it.
Yeah,
5
it's
points.
mad. I don't think you can discount them completely.
Let me explain it. Right? I got nothing against Newcastle. Nice club. For some reason, they've just got all nasty now because apparently they're the only club who are not allowed to sell their players. Liverpool had to sell players. Villa had to, but this is what gets me with some Newcastle fans. They've got this divine right. Like, how dare you go for any of our players? How dare you? When your manager said you have to sell, your chief exec said you had to sell. Come on. These interviews are out in the public domain. But for some reason, you are not allowed to go anywhere near Newcastle and buy any of their players.
Well, I'm desperate to go and get Bruno because I think he's unbelievable.
That's all it is. I have nothing against Newcastle. I've got.
But if they can sell like Harvey Barnes, for example, instead of Bruno, and get away with it,
won't help them on PSR because they've only just bought him a year and a bit ago. I'll
have Harvey Barnes. He's quality. He's good, mate. I'll have.
No, you wouldn't have him at City. Come on, man.
I would. I'd have him.
No, I said Harvey Barnes wouldn't actually help Newcastle on the PSR because if they've advertised it, but when they bought him,
true. Actually, they signed him last year.
They're not exactly. It's not going to work on the PSR.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, they probably have to sell him for like at least 40, 50 million.
This is what I'm saying, and in this market, no one's doing that.
I don't think the Olmo shout is that bad. I still think Barca will find some money somewhere, sell more of the pitch or whatever. But I do think Olmo's not back because whenever we bought Guardiola a couple of years ago, they were interested. I know. Well, I don't think they. As far as I know, there were nothing happened last year, and he wanted Barcelona and made it clear. So that's fine. But if he's now available, he might well be interested. But I don't think it'll happen anyway. To be honest, Olmo.
I'd say if you could get Olmo. Yeah, how much did they buy Olmo for? If you just said to Barcelona, right, we'll just give you the money that you spent for him.
52, is it?
I'd pay that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll pay that tomorrow for
Olmo. Do you know what, though? Do you know
55 million euros?
It's Newcastle. I think not Newcastle. You got me on the Newcastle shit now. It's Barcelona. Barcelona are going to find a way of getting out of it.
You've got an agenda against Newcastle.
No, I haven't got no agenda. I was on a Newcastle show wishing them good luck in the semi-final yesterday. They're the ones who come in here because we've been linked with their player, like we're barred from being linked with any of their players. Who do you think they are, Real Madrid?
Yeah, but surely Newcastle fans...
Who did you think they are?
Yeah, but Newcastle fans, I mean, really, surely they know it's a step up.
I'm not saying let's go and buy Bruno for 60. I'm talking 90 million quid. That's not chunk change.
Well, yeah, we've just won 4 titles and we've got the best manager of all time.
None of the players were worth 9 million, never mind 90.
It's a step up. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but if they
don't call the Newcastle fan. Sorry.
If they don't have to sell, then they won't sell him in it.
They can't get bloody Isaac on a new contract. I know this because I know people who are at Newcastle. They can't get Isaac on a contract because it breaks the PSR. They can't even renew Isaac.
Well, let's see. I think the thing that I'm finding confusing with Newcastle, I'll be real with you, yeah, is that like 1 minute you've got the manager, the Newcastle's manager coming out saying we have to sell players in January,
exactly,
and I can't guarantee that it won't be one of the big players. Right, so I'm as a fan who wants Bruno, I'm like, yo, that's giving me encouragement. Then all of a sudden, yeah, you've got Bruno coming out saying, "Oh, I love Newcastle, mate. My whole family's Newcastle." Blah 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 blah. 3 weeks before the transfer window opens, then you get in this Craig Hope guy who's meant to be like the Newcastle reporter saying, "Oh, actually, they're not going to sell Bruno this January. It'll be the summer." And then people try to tell me that they're going to sell Harvey Barnes, but then when you actually look at the facts, they're not going to make too much profit for PSR on Harvey Barnes, where they bought him for 44 million according to Transfermarkt, and I don't think you're going to get much more than 40 million for Harvey Barnes. So then I'm like, well, where is this money? How much money do they actually need to get in January? Do they need? Is it been overreported? Maybe people thought they needed £100 million in sales. Maybe they only need 20, 30. So I'm just getting a bit confused, man. I'll be real with you about what the fuck is going on there.
It's going to be interesting, mate. It's going to be really interesting, Jan, because there's the 115. Are we spending? Are we not?
Interviewed.
Oh, that.
You've been interviewed.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Are you part of the recording booth?
Huh?
You're in like
What
a
do you mean?
recording booth. Are you singing and
No,
rapping or something?
I'm just in one of them in my office. You know, you have them little booths where you can go away to make your private calls and whatever.
Is
That's a
that where you
bit
go?
posh,
Is that where you
Dad.
go and
Bit
let
posh.
people go? It's where he sacks them.
I do actually have a fucking job, you know. I'm not LB. I'm not here making mad dough off of YouTube. That's LB, not me.
Is it dressed down Friday?
Oh, every nowadays in the office, every day is a dress down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark, I just heard you talking about, look, I want Bruno.
What have I
And-
done wrong now?
No, well, no. You're nowhere near as bad as your partner in crime. Your partner in crime, yeah.
Who's my partner?
Alan is mental.
He's
Alan.
not mad.
Off
Whoa,
his
whoa,
nut,
whoa.
bro.
Right,
He's-
can we get this straight?
Alan,
He's gone.
That relationship is
Alan,
Not Alan's
Alan.
name. You can't bring Alan.
Alan is. I love him, but he's off his head. He's off his head, right? Watching a show the other day on LB's channel, right? There's no solution for him. Literally, there's no solution. He'll say one thing, then you'll go, yeah, I know. There's literally no solution. But I've just seen something that is so interesting, right? There is a pinnacle of football when it comes to Manchester City fans, and this, whether it be Martin, game-going fan, or whether it be a Manchester City fan in Australia, right? I think we'd all agree the pinnacle is with a pint of pale face, da-da-da-da-da, and a packet of shite, and it's going through me, through the day and night. Is this the way to Istanbul? Right. Now, the bald fraud might be an absolute genius.
You are in a recording studio.
If we do not make Champions League football, we make Europa League football. The final of 2026 is in where?
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
Listen, yeah, the final of 2026 Europa League is in Istanbul. Right?
Is it in the same stadium?
No, it's in Besiktas Stadium.
Ah,
But it's in Istanbul, which means
true.
Navizad Street all over again. Right?
bro, we fell
means-
off, man.
Bro,
We fell
listen,
off.
I'm willing to fall off
fell
for
off.
one. I'm willing to fall off for one season if I get to do Navizad again.
We fell
In
off.
oh yes, we fell off. No
We
shit.
fell off.
No shit, we've fallen off, bro. But I heard Martin. This is what I was going to say to you a minute ago, Martin. When you were saying that, Newcastle aren't going to get Champions League football.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we really doing right now, bro?
I know. I didn't mean it in that way. I'm not trying to be a United fan from 25 years ago. So no, I know what you're doing. I know. I'm not
No,
trying to be.
because
That
I'm
fan.
worried. I'm scared shitless, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like,
Are you talking about us
Champions-
not making it?
I really.
No,
Look,
City will make top 5.
Top 4.
Yeah, I think we'll make top 5.
We'll make top
top
5.
4.
bro, I
We'll
don't
make
know.
top
I mean,
1, lads.
Because maybe
someone said to
I've
me
got
earlier.
damn blind faith that we're turning this round.
That's my issue. That look, I'm not here going, that's it, we're shit again. Gillingham, all of that. I'm not doing none of that, right? I do believe next season we are back challenging, right? I do believe
same
that,
here.
yeah. But I do think that unfortunately we have, because we didn't notice it and we didn't address it soon enough, right? I think this squad needs a real overhaul, like more than just what we think a little bit, because I think we had built we'd built a squad that was so special, that had such a special confidence and mentality, right? That if we would have addressed it at the right time, we would have kept it, right? Because we haven't, I just fear a little bit that this is going to take a lot more, because, we had created, this squad right here had a unique confidence and mentality, and I worry a little bit that there's too much damage right now, and that there could be damage on not only the senior players, like the 30. We all know the Gundogan's, the De Bruyne's, the Walkers,
Yeah.
Maybe the Edisons, maybe the Bernardos, that those ones, yeah, they're not going to be part of this next group of players that we have. But I just worry a little bit that maybe some of the younger players in this squad could have been impacted by this right here, right now, where will they ever get back to their best? Will they ever get back to that place? And I don't know. Maybe that is probably the typical City me a little bit, but I worry that this is not a, you know, this is going to take longer than we think.
Maybe. Lads, I've got to jump off. So
Yeah, no worries.
thanks
See you
everyone in the
later.
chat. Take care, boys. Good to see
Take
you
care,
all.
mate.
I don't want to be a downer, but I mean, to be fair, am I being a downer when we've got the news we've just had on Diaz? I don't think there's anything I can say that can make me a downer, because
I know.
that news is
I
just
know.
mental, bro. Like, can we catch him?
Yeah.
Can we catch a
we
break,
keep waking
bro?
up with it.
We're
We
not
wake
catching
up.
no breaks.
We aren't, like, and
Yeah.
the truth is, I think Stones was on the bench last week, yeah, but Stones ain't going to be. Stones is not fit, right? Let's be clear. Stones is not fit, right? Akanji is not fit. These players are being rushed back. Walker is playing through when he needs surgery. We can't, and now we get the one player that actually has been probably over the last couple of games, the one player where we go like, you know what, Diaz has been putting a shift in, and now he's out for another 4 or 5 weeks. It's just.
Yo, check this random. Big up Shreyas, bro. Check this random post by Gavadio.
What's your report?
What's all that about?
What is it?
A flame.
You saying the flame goes out?
No,
Hold
that's
on.
a flame. That's not out,
Just
mate.
put that
That's
on his
it.
Instagram. I've no idea what that's about.
Maybe
What's that about?
the flame's still going strong.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
The fire starter, twisted fire starter.
I don't know what that's about, but yeah.
How
There you
you
go.
start.
I have no idea what that's about. But yeah, man. Listen, I don't know, man. I think we just got to get to January, innit, Daps, and just make some signings, bro.
Yeah.
You think we are going to make signings?
Yeah, I saw 4. Yeah, definitely we are going to make. I still, if we can make 4, fuck me, that would be a mint January. But
Would you
yeah.
sell anyone, Daps?
I've seen a few people recently writing, we need to sell players. I don't really care about selling players. Like, I don't think we're in the right now. I probably wouldn't get rid of anyone in January because of the fact because if we get rid of anyone, then our squad's lighter.
I'd only get rid of players if we bring players in and we don't have enough squad spaces left. So you sort of like forced to sell. Even Walker, bro. Like, this is madness. I ain't selling Walker unless I've got a replacement.
No, 100% no. 100% no. No, there's no one. I mean, look, like, if it was a case of we had to because of size, if it was a case of we had to for financial reasons, because we were absolutely looking to go out and get, spend 300 million, so we need to recoup some money, maybe. But apart from that, no, I wouldn't sell anyone. I just think all of this, like, is just it's the perfect storm, and like it's everything. Like Rodri being out, but then Kovacic getting injured while Rodri's out, and then Ruben Dias, Stones, Akanji, Ake all being out while we're missing both of our DMs. All of this, it's not one individual thing, and then Walker, like, Walker's just getting pelters left, right, and centre. I think Walker's probably been. I mean, Walker been any worse than he was last season? Probably not.
I think
he has.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, we're still maybe he has a little bit, but
He wasn't awful against United, bro. He was good against Forest when he come on for 45 minutes. Defensively, he was good against United. On the ball, he was shocking, but defensively, he was decent. But it's the lack of consistency you get with Walker. Like, you can have a good game.
He stood out more, LB. Stood out more this year. There's been more errors leading to goals.
But you know what the thing is as well? The fact he's got the captain's armband,
that's the key thing. Did any of you see that thing Rodri did on it's one of the big football apps, and they were asking him one word for every single player.
Yeah.
And it got to Ruben Dias, and he goes leader, and that just told me everything. The fact that Rodri is saying, because you would imagine you'd say your leader is your captain, right? And the fact that Rodri said leader Ruben Dias, who's actually younger than Rodri as well, just tells you all you need to know. And I think that's the one. probably the one reason why I would want Walker out of this club more than I don't. I've got more respect for Walker than probably most people. I don't give a shite about his stuff off the pitch. Like, I don't know why people make out people that probably don't give a shit usually are making out that's a lot of the stuff he does. Look, I'm not condoning anything he does off the pitch, but I'm a City fan. I'm not a fan of Kyle Walker off the pitch anyway. So, but the one reason why I would say probably with getting Walker, I would say is valid for getting Walker out of the club is maybe if we wanted to get the armband to someone else without disrespecting him. And that is what I would want. Like, the armband needs to go to, and the armband just needs to go to Ruben Dias. There shouldn't be any conversations at all. It's so obvious, man. But yeah, I think we will buy in January. The worst thing about January is the fucking fixtures, LB.
Yeah, I know.
3 away games, then Chelsea at home, and then we go into the February from hell.
Yeah, February from hell. This is why we need to get these signings locked off within the first 10 days.
Yeah, I heard Cass saying, I was watching Never a Foul earlier, I heard Cass saying that United are in for Edison, that apparently City have been talking with Edison's people for a while. I know you're not the biggest fan of Edison.
I've only watched him a couple of times, mate, but from when I've watched him, I don't think he's been very good. Been lethargic, slow, not good enough on the ball. Listen, I've only watched him twice, so I admit it. I've only watched him twice, but I've watched him more times than some people have watched him. Some people ain't watched him at all. And I'm saying
100%,
what I'm looking for is not him. Whereas I look at someone like a Richie, and I actually really like what I saw from Richie. My problem with Richie is I don't want him in January. I want him in the summer. Yeah. He ain't going to help us immediately.
And that was my thing with when we were being with Wharton. That when I wouldn't want Wharton in January. I think for us to be looking at, because he's had a few injury issues this season, firstly. Secondly, I think he's only 20. And I think where we are right now, like, we're looking for whatever DM we get in January, we're looking to come in and instantly make a change to this side. I don't think that's a good start for a 20-year-old at a club to have all that pressure put on you.
I agree.
Yeah. So, but no, my other thing is, what are you two's thoughts on this? I was saying it all last week before the United game to everyone. I want us to, I think for where we are right now as a club, going out of the Champions League is the best thing that could happen to us.
Nah. That's what Arsenal fans say, Daps, man.
Well, but
come on, man.
No, but you know what? Arsenal fans can't say that because they've not won one, right?
No, but why on earth, right? We can't win the Prem. We can't win the Prem. We ain't winning the Prem.
We ain't win the. But you know what?
If we make 3 signings in January, why can't we win the Champions League?
Right. The reason why I say it is, and I know most people disagree with me, and again, but is that if I look at this season right now, I want to look back at this season, at the end of the season. I mean, I'd love to look back and go, do you know what? Somehow we turned it round. We won the league or we won the Champions League. But I'm looking at where we are right now. If at the end of the season, I turn around and go, do you know what? We managed to get Champions League football for next season. We got away. Right now, I'm looking at it thinking, if we get Champions League football for next season, we got away lightly. Because where we are at the moment.
But we only have to finish in the top 5, Daps.
Is it definitely the top 5, though?
Yeah.
Because our
coefficient thing, isn't it?
Coefficient, we are way ahead of everyone.
Because last year I heard that, but we really are way ahead.
No, we actually are.
Apparently this year, it's like mad. Like, bro, if we sign 3 players, if we sign 3 quality players, yeah, we can still win that Champions League if we sign 3 quality players.
It's just my concern would be that, right, we ain't qualifying automatically, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's going to be 2 more games in February?
Yeah.
Right, so have you seen our February?
Yeah. But I've already accepted that we ain't winning them all anyway, so to me, it doesn't make a difference.
So 2 more games in February. Then if we get through those, we're going to have another 2 more games in March.
Yeah.
In the last 16.
But if you accept that the league's done, though, Daps, if you accept we ain't winning the league, all we need to do is finish in the top 5. We don't need to win all those games.
But my worry would be is that where we are right now, like, because this isn't maybe 8 weeks ago, where 8 or 6 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago, where we were still in the top 4, we still had points on other teams. Every week we are dropping. Our points tally is dropping down and down and down, right? By the time we get to this stage of February in the Champions League, we could be in 6th place quite easily, right? and our squad, like this fitness issue with our squad, is not going to be sorted because at the moment, ultimately, even when players are coming back from fitness, from injuries, they're being put straight back in the squad so quickly that they're still ultimately injured, and that's why they're getting injured again, because they're not fully fit. That I don't think our players aren't going to get back to full fitness probably till next summer, and then you even look at that because of the Club World Cup and go, well, are they going to get any fitness back then? And I just think these extra games that the Champions League could bring us could have an impact on our league position where we end up dropping below fifth. And that's my worry. Like, my worry is that however much I started off joking saying I'd love to go, I'd love to be in the Europa League and go and play some different teams and win that trophy. Come on, we need to stay in the Champions League. And I just fear that if we have too many games,
mate, trust me. Honestly, man, like all we need to do is finish fifth. That's it, and then we're in the Champions League. If we make 3 signings, if we sign Bruno G, a top quality defender and an attacker, and we don't finish fifth, that is just like we just cooked, man.
But my whole thing is that even if we bring those players in, we still have to get bro, we're going into tomorrow's game with, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Vardiol is fit. Yeah, I've not seen one rumour that tells me Vardiol is carrying a knock, tired or anything. Vardiol is a fully fit player, right?
Yep.
Right. Rico Lewis is a fully fit player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That is it. That is it as far as defenders. Because Kyle Walker, before it broke after the derby, I've been told about a week before, I don't know if Martin you had by our mutual friend, but I've been told that Walker is carrying a knock, that Walker needs surgery, but he's not having surgery because as captain and with all the other defensive issues, he's going, give me the injection, I'll play through. Right, so Walker ain't fit.
Now you know why I've defended him more.
Right, okay, so exactly. So we know that with Walker, so he's injured. Akanji, if he's back in training this week, then cool. He's not going to be fully match fit. He's probably been rushed back. John Stones is never match fit, but even so, again, right, Ake's out. We've got no defenders, man. So even if we go and buy a couple of players, the way that we're literally having to kind of rotate unfit players in and out of the squad. And I just think we put extra Champions League games on top of that, we're going to feel it in the league more and more and more.
Nah, bro, I just can't.
It's a shit. I hear it. For me to be going, throw the Champions League. I'd never want to do that.
Bro, I just feel that if you make this quality of signings in January that we should be making, that you're going to finish fifth. You'll finish fifth if you make the quality, which is good enough. That gets us back in the Champions League, and it gives us a chance at winning the champs, bro. Like, bro, we can't take, right? You know what's mad about this whole situation is, Daps? Throughout this whole period under Pep Guardiola, right? Other than the COVID year, which don't even count, we've never had a season where we focus purely on the Champions League. We now have a situation where if we make, because at the moment I ain't talking about winning the Champions League, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, we're shit. But I'm going off just bear with me, chat. Yeah, I'm going off the assumption that my club is going to act like a serious club in January and make 3 quality signings, right? If we make 3 quality signings and we manage to get past Bruges, PSG, and then win that round of knockout game or whatever to get into the last 16, we have a situation whereby we can actually focus on the Champions League. And we've never been able to do that ever.
But the whole thing is, right, so any other season, if we were saying, you know what, we know we're not going to win the league, but we were sitting on the type of points that we were sitting on those seasons, just going, you know what, we accept that the other team's just a little bit better than us. But I don't think we can just focus on the Champions League. That's what I mean. If we just focus on the Champions League, like the points we are on right now, and if we look at, right, Villa away, what are we saying? Villa away. Right, okay, cool. Everton at home.
Draw.
Right, fucking hell. I thought you were going to say win, and I was going to go, really? So let's say worst case draw.
No, right? I'm just giving my honest opinion. I don't think we win the next 2 games. Because
of especially the performance they put up against Arsenal. If they do something similar to us, we play the way I've recently, then who knows? And actually, do you know what? Last time we played Everton in between Christmas and New Year, I was there, and they fucking drew, and we drew, didn't we?
Yeah, Demarai Gray.
Yeah, Demarai Gray. Then we've got Leicester away, which usually I would say is a win.
I think we're winning that game. I think we'll win Leicester.
I'm going, so I hope we do. But again, it's like
I think we beat Leicester.
because every away game, and then after that, I think West Ham at home we win.
Yeah, I think we win West Ham. By the way, the
yeah,
transfer window's now open. So have we got anyone in?
Yep. Yeah. Well, let's hope that they're busy doing because that's the key I think as well. LB that we've known we need transfers since October, right? I mean, in hindsight, we probably knew before then. So the board, I don't want it to be kind of getting to like the 22nd of January and we still haven't actually signed anyone. But then after West Ham, we've got Salford, right? But then after that, Brentford away.
we have got the full
Brentford.
list
We've
out
got. I
now.
can tell you, we've got Brentford away. We've got Ipswich away.
Yeah.
We've got PSG away. We've got Chelsea at
Salford,
home.
Brentford, Ipswich, PSG. Yeah, got
Chelsea
3
at
away
home.
games in the bounce. Then with Chelsea at home, 25th.
So by the end of January, if we go based on the fact that of what we think we lose to Villa, we draw with Everton, we beat
Yeah.
Leicester, we beat West Ham, right, and then we put Brentford away. What we saying Brentford away? I think based on current form,
Yeah, but by that
Brentford
point,
away?
that's what on the 21st of January that game.
Brentford away is isn't that the week before? I think it's Brentford then
But
Ipswich.
but the point is,
or
by that
Ipswich.
point, we 100% should have 2 players in minimum. So that can't really. I'm not looking that far ahead, bro, because by that point we should have new players and we can assess the situation. But
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
you'd like to think so.
But the point
And
is,
you'd like to
Matthew,
think
I
that the
just think
fitness
if you,
gets better.
bro,
Because
if you make
Ruben,
signings,
what's the date today? The 20th. So Ruben
20th.
is back. So Ruben is not going to be back for Brentford away. So we're talking about, we can't look as far as Brentford away, but we ain't going to have Ruben Dias till after that date. So
I know, but I predicted the next 2 games are not winning anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter too much to me about Diaz at the moment, really, because I don't think we'll beat Villa. I don't think we'll beat Everton. I think we'll beat Leicester. But yeah, for me, bro, I just don't think. Yeah,
I've just had I'll just read your WhatsApp in a minute. If you can.
cheers, lads.
No, I'm sending it to you as well.
I
'Cause
was
we're-
going to say, what's this
Calm
little
down.
inside joke?
No, against you, yeah.
Get this knobhead off.
what is he doing? Nah, but I don't know, man. I just hope we get Bruno, man. I love Bruno. Big up to Nick in the chat. He's a Newcastle fan. He says, El Destructo, we are 5 points off Champions League, pal, and we need to sell to clear wages of Deadwood players, says Nick. So,
Who's your,
By the way,
would that be your
wasn't
number
off
one,
who you
Bruno?
think it was off. That was off a certain somebody else who.
I haven't
would
got it yet.
definitely win.
I haven't got it yet.
yeah, big up Nick, man. We'll see
was
what
your-
happens in it, bro. I hope we get him.
Yeah.
wrong.
Where did you send it to, Martin? Is it in the chat?
Sending it now.
All right. LB, who's your number one signing then? Would it be
Bruno.
Bruno? Yes.
Bruno, if you can't get him, Zubimendi. If you can't get him, I just don't have a fucking clue. I'm gonna be real with you, lads. If we don't get Bruno or Zubimendi, I might mentally check out, man, and just seriously go pre-season mode, innit? I need one of those for me.
You're going to go pre-season mode.
I just think if we don't get an elite level midfielder, elite, I think this season's finished.
Yeah.
And then I'm just starting to think about next season. Then me just get back in top 4. It's a top 4, get in a top 4, top 5. You know, maybe start. You know, play Bob when he gets back. You know, you can see what he's saying. Try new tactics. Try new systems.
Yeah, Bob
and
will be back. That's a pro. Bob will be back in January, won't he?
Yeah, late January, I think he'll be back.
Is it late January? Okay. Yeah. Do you know when you look back, one of the most frustrating moments, there's been a lot recently, is Ake and Akanji getting injured against Forest.
That was for me in this whole period that we've been in, one of the most down I've ever been.
Yeah.
And that's the one game that we actually fucking won.
Yeah.
The one game we've actually won. But the loss of Ake and Akanji in that game killed me, man.
And it's not just the fact we won, LB. It's the fact we kept a clean sheet, right? And it just shows you that 4 at the back, and when people say, we need to go out and get an actual right back or an actual left back, I'm thinking, I don't necessarily agree. I wouldn't mind if we go and buy another centre back, because if you talk treble season or you talk the points this season, Forest away, Forest at home, 4 centre backs with a Pep system works, right? For whatever reason, it works. 4 centre backs works. It's just we can't keep them all fit.
Showed that against Forest. Our best back line they've been calling for. We won,
Yeah.
kept clean sheet. And
Yeah,
then we lost.
it is. We miss. And of course, I'm not gonna lie. Last week was just a killer. Do you know I left? I left when the penalty went in. I left at 1-1. So I was in 1-1-4, Martin, right next to him, right next to all of them, and seeing them celebrate.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know they were going to score a winner?
Nah, I left. Oh no, how could I know? Oh, right,
No,
yeah.
the feeling. The feeling. Because I've spoken to so many City fans who was at that game and said as soon as they scored that penalty, they all knew that they were going to lose.
Do you know what? Half time at 1-0, we were all kind of like looking at each other. You know them where you go, you know what? Just get another half like that, and we keep it moving and we build on it. Just you know what? 1-0, whatever. Like because we weren't good in the first half, but it was just when they scored. Yeah, watching them all set, it was the same feeling, and this is where. Like, it reminds me, however much, Liverpool might have pissed us off over recent years, Arsenal might have pissed us off over... I can tell you now, watching United celebrate at Wembley and watching United celebrate that score reminds me there's only one fan base that I hate the most, and it's Man United. It's just because they've been shit, we haven't got to see it, but watching them celebrate, the minute that goal went in, I didn't even say goodbye to none of my mates, I just turned around and walked out the ground, and quite a lot of the South Lower left with me, to be fair. It just felt like, you know what's coming here. Bit like when Feyenoord got the second, where you're just thinking, not this again.
I know. It is a madness. All right, then, boys. Let me go through these last supers before we wrap up. Big up to MCFC says, by the way, Newcastle signing Bakayoko from PSV. That could mean that they're selling. But I think if they're buying someone for decent cash, they're going to have to sell someone big.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll see. I think. Listen, we're getting different information regarding Newcastle. Some people are saying they've got to sell big. Some people are saying they don't. Let's wait and see, innit? Let's just wait and see. If they're fine, the PSR fine, then they don't have to sell him. Let's see what happens, innit? But I'm not gonna lie, I want him. I
want him badly, man. Wanted him in the summer. Want him twice as much now.
Yeah. Big up Tone and Martin. Love your work. Says off meta. That was sent before you come on. That's
It's fine.
But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Fucking 12:30 kickoff. I can't lie. I think we'll get beat, unfortunately. I'm not trying to be like negative or out.
Well, come and have a Christmas drink with me tonight. We're gonna have a Christmas drink.
I'm going pub. I've not left the house for 5 days because I've been so ill.
Oh, you know what?
Mate, I've got it now.
Been so ill. Not left the house
Flu,
for 5 days.
The flu thing.
I had chest infection. Yeah. I had tonsillitis. I had no sleep. Yeah, I've been on sleeping tablets, fucking paracetamols, ibuprofen, fucking the lot, mate. And I'm starting to feel a bit better today, so I'm going to go pub tonight. Can get on it.
The worst thing is that it's been this week. Us not playing has actually been. It's been a break, innit?
I needed it. And I needed that win for Spurs last night.
I'm not gonna lie. I went because I went up to bed at half time, right? But then obviously I live with Cass, who's a United fan. My other mate who lives with me, Soups, he's a United fan. So I'm hearing cheering from downstairs. I've gone on, looked at the score, and seen United had got 2 back, and I just go, do you know what? I'm going back downstairs to watch this because I don't know which one would be funnier. Tottenham being 3-0 up in probably their best chance of winning a trophy, and they bottle it, or United going out. But yeah, do you know what I heard Cass say earlier? That's hilarious. Man United nullified Tottenham. He said, Man United nullified a team that scored 4 goals. Is the most bizarre statement I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's mad. Especially when you concede like fucking 4 goals, isn't it? That's a bit wild.
4 goals, bro. Nullified.
Yeah, house captain said, "Elby, you need that City vaccine, 100%, bro. I need that City vaccine, man." All right, lads, big up, mate. Martin's live tonight, guys. Little bit of a Christmas do on the Mancunian way, so make sure you go check that out if you're not already subscribed to Martin. Try to get into 5K. You know you can find Daps on Never a Foul as well. Make sure you do that as well.
Getting fucking cooked.
Yeah, but fucking hell, lads, we just cooked in it. We just cooked. All right, boys. Anything else from you, lads?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
And don't let no one tell you that this is the end of City and any of that crap, because it's just one shit season. We'll be back.
Yeah, facts. Facts. All right, and boys, smash a like on the stream, man. Come on, we've done 2 hours 40 minutes. 2 hours 40 minutes on a stream. Yeah, smash the likes up if you've not done so already. Make sure you subscribe. If you are watching this back on replay, make sure you give us your comments in the comment section below. If you're watching on Twitter, please make sure you come over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. We're getting close to 25k subs, man. So please make sure you come over from Twitter. It's LB on YouTube. Subscribe and enjoy your Christmas. Smash a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.